All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, to all of you. Please invite your friends, and today let us have a good time together and answer and refute some Abdul. Uh, the Muhammadan always their busy time is to prove to us that Jesus is not God, and their busy time actually to put Jesus down. Yet they claim that he is a prophet, but by saying that Muhammad is the best of mankind, you are insulting Jesus. That is guaranteed. They claim that the Bible is corrupt. But suddenly there's a verse in the Bible, the Muslims they love it. And they believe that this verse is not corrupt. So all the Bible is like corrupt. But this verse for sure, Jesus says that. And that verse supposedly is where Jesus says, no one knows the hour but the Father. So today we are going to discuss about the judgment day and what Jesus said. If we go in the Bible, as an example in Mark 13, and we read, the Muslims only they like a verse from the whole chapter, just one verse. And that verse, Jesus mentioning that the hour, but that day and that hour, no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. So the Muslim they say, okay, well, Jesus saying that nobody knows the judgment day. So how you say he's God? I can say the same if there is any Muslim he dare to call me right now. I challenge the Muslims to accept the following challenge: that the one who do not know the hour, me and you, we will accept to call him false God. If there is any Muslim there to accept the challenge, because the whole Quran proving that Allah is not God, for he do not know the hour. Not only he do not know the hour, he do not know how the baby is created. He claimed that the woman have a sperm coming from her ribs. The baby is created from sperm who became a congealed blood. The man have a sperm coming from the backbone. Judgment day is near, and the moon split, and now there's no moon split, and judgment day did not happen yet 14 years ago. So there's tons of false prophecies. Or what about the Roman? The Roman will be victorious, and then we find that Muhammad he said this prophecy after it happened. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He prophesy after things happened. So when a Muslim he speak about this, are they willing to take the challenge that the one who do not know the hour, we should not accept him to be God? If there is any Muslim in the chat, if there is anyone in the chat. Anyway, always we will be happy to find Muslims who they can have little decency in case they do. But the point of making this statement is to make you suspect your disbelief. But here we notice something very important. If the Bible is corrupt as the Muslims they claim, why the Christian did not take this verse off? Is the Christian people did not, maybe we Christian we did not see it? Maybe the Christian are not aware of it. Maybe the Muslims they were able to read it. We know, like we just learned from the Muslims. So here we notice that this is additional proof that the Bible never been changed. So how the Christians for centuries they read this verse and the verse in the front of their eyes, and yet they say that Jesus is God. And why did not take it off? They changed the whole book. They left this verse. Here you see how Muslims get themselves busted. First of all, if you believe that this verse is accurate, that's mean you believe that Jesus he said that he is the Son. and he have a father, and his father is your God, Muslims. So as long you accept this verse, you have to accept all the verse. Secondly, if Jesus said that nobody knows but the Father, well, Jesus in many places says who is he, but Muslims don't want to read. If we go to John 5, we will find the following.
John 5. After this there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the water stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. He answered them, He that made me whole, the same said unto me, Take up thy bed, and walk. Then asked they him, What man is that which said unto thee, Take up thy bed, and walk? And he that was healed wist not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. Afterward Jesus findeth him in the temple, and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole, sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. The man departed, and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. And therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus, and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God.
Hold on.
Then answered Jesus and said unto them,
Made himself equal to God. Jesus, he just said, and the Bible says that he made himself equal to God. So the Jews, they don't want to kill Jesus because he is claiming to be a prophet, but he made himself equal to who? To God. And this is written in front of us. So here we notice Jesus, who say clearly that he is equal to God and call God his Father too. So they said not only is breaking the Sabbath, but he is making himself equal to God. Read it carefully. Then answered Jesus and said unto them, I say, verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself. The Son what? Can do nothing of himself. Let us say it again for the deaf Muslims. The Son can do nothing of himself. What if we go to Mark? It says, not even the Son. For the Son can do nothing of himself. Are you getting the point, guys? So the Son in this earth, he can do nothing by himself. Everything I have is given to me from my Father. For the Son can do nothing of himself. Now, why the Muslims, they stuck with that one? What about stick with this one? Because Jesus, he just said the Son can do nothing of himself. Okay, what does that mean? But what he sees the Father do. For what things he does, he does, those also doth the Son likewise. For the Father loves the Son, and showeth him all things that himself does, and he will show him greater work than those that ye may marvel. Here Jesus telling us that the flesh in front of you, this is not his power. This is the power is given to me. I am the word of God in the man. The Son, he always do things which is given to him from the Father, for he can do nothing of himself. So when you ask Jesus about when the hour will come, he is talking about the Son. Jesus, he called himself many times in the Bible the Son of Man, the Son of the Man, the Son of the Man, the Son of the Man. So the Son of the Man, he can do nothing of his own. He is in the flesh, and that make him limited for the flesh. Yet Jesus, in the same chapter we are reading, he made the man go or run, he cannot walk. Jesus, he made the blind see. Jesus, he resurrected people from death. Jesus, he tell you even what you hide in your houses in the Quran. But Jesus said, everything I have is given to me from my Father. Let us continue listening and see how easy to answer the Muslims' lies and deception.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things that himself doeth, and he will show him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son
I will stop here. So the Muslim, they claim that Jesus said that the Son, okay, Jesus said he don't know the judgment day, but Jesus will be the judge in the judgment day. And even Muhammad, he said that the Messiah Isa, he will come down as a hakaman muqsitan, which means an absolute just and justice. Hakaman muqsitan. How Jesus can be hakaman muqsitan? You Muslims, you have tons of contradictions. When you accuse Jesus or you try to make him not being God, your prophet, he got you busted. Jesus do not know the judgment day, but he will be the judge for the judgment day. So you have a job and you are going to do, but you do not know when you will do it. Why is that? Because Jesus said it clearly, the Son can do nothing of his own. Nothing of his own. Everything he have is given to him from the Father. So judgment day is not a decision Jesus will make for you now, because simply we don't believe in destiny. You see, the Muslims, they believe in destiny, that judgment day is already written. The day, the hour, what will happen, even what we do, even the sin we did, according to Islam, Allah, he wrote our sin. If you remember when Muhammad, he claimed that Adam and Moses, they have a debate, and Adam, Moses, he said to Adam, because of you we are out of heaven. So Adam, he says to him, do you blame me for a sin written for me 40 years before Allah created me? So to understand judgment day in Christianity, you have to stay away from the stupidity of the cult of Islam, because in Islam, even your sin is not your sin, it is the sin of Allah. Let me show you, so the Muslims will not make, and we will go to the Bible, but we are just connecting the dots and show you how we are totally different from what Muslims believe. As you see, this is Sahih al-Bukhari, so the Muslims cannot say those hadith are stupid and they are, they are not accepted, etc. So Moses and Adam, they have an argument, and Moses looked like he is a believing in the original sin, and yet the Muslims, they claim that Moses was a Muslim. But Moses is a prophet, but he do not know what the original sin, because he believed exactly what the Christian believe. Moses accused Adam that because of you we are out of heaven, which means Moses cannot be a Muslim. And here Muhammad, he got himself busted again, because how every Muslim today, he knew that original sin should be rejected, because what Islam is about is to reject original sin. But yet Moses, who is a Muslim prophet, he believed in original sin, and he accused Adam that because of you, you are our father who disappointed us and turned us out of paradise. That is original sin. Here you see Muhammad prove to us that Muslims claim that Moses, and Muhammad claim that Moses was a Muslim, is a big fat lie. Then Adam said to him, "Oh Moses, Allah favored you with his talk," which means he spoke to him directly. And he wrote, and this is very funny by the way, because I thought Adam too, he spoke to Allah. So what do you mean spoke to you directly? Isn't it Adam who sneezed and Allah, he says to him, bless you? Isn't it Adam who asked Allah for forgiveness, and Allah said to him, he asked him for forgiveness in the name of Muhammad, and Allah, he says to him, how you know the name of Muhammad? He says, I saw it written in your throne. Stupidity, tons of fiction stories. So he said to him, okay, Allah, he spoke to you directly, blah blah blah, and then he says to you, and he wrote the Torah for you on your hand, but yet do you blame me for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? So in the cult of Islam, your sin is not your sin, it is sin Allah, he decide for you. In Christianity, we don't have such a thing. So if you go and read what Jesus said about the judgment day, which no one knows but the Father, you will see that Jesus is telling us when the judgment day is going to be, but not the date, but it is by the act. For the judgment day will be by our act, not by a written destiny. Here we have a written destiny, which means it is known. Allah wrote your sin, Allah, he made you sinner. Even Muhammad, he claimed that when you commit adultery, it's not you who is an adulteress, it's Allah. Read carefully. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. Do you believe it? So when you commit adultery, it is not your choice to commit or not to commit. Allah, he fixed, he have it fixed for you. So in Islam, in the cult of Islam, all your sin is already written, because this is a decision Allah, he made. It's not you. As you see, it says, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge, which means you don't have a choice to do or not. In Christianity, we don't believe in such a garbage, because if you are the one who decides for them how much adultery they will do, then why you want to punish them? It's you who made them commit adultery. The same as the story of Adam. If you are the one who wrote the fate of Adam before you created him, 40 years before he created Adam, so why you kick him out from heaven? It's you who made him commit sin. This is why Islam is a silly cult, stupid cult, literally. In Christianity, we don't have such a stupid teaching. So, you know, actually this will remind me when the Muslims, they speak about Jesus, you know, remind me when Jesus, he said to them, you predict like the from the weather, you know, like you say the weather, like we look at this sky, we see it red, so we predict a storm is going to be. If you go like to Matthew 16 as an example, let me see if I can open it.
Matthew 16. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, It will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, It will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
This is exactly what Jesus is saying to the Muslims. Let us see together how Jesus he informed us about the signs of the time. They are hypocrite. The same verse they say to us that Jesus said that he do not know the hour is the same chapter where Jesus says that he know the hour. So here we ask ourselves, why the Muslims always they quote a verse. When we quote a verse from them from the Quran, it says, oh, you are taking it out of context. Why the Muslims don't admit that they are doing exactly the same? And why they don't admit that you just admitted that Jesus said clearly that he have a father? And why you don't accept the holy chapter? Why you accept only a verse? This is the book. This is not a verse only. So if we go in Matthew, you will see that Jesus saying, and let us play the sound.
Matthew 24. And Jesus went out, and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him, for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down.
Here Jesus telling us about a future which nobody knows. So Jesus did not know the hour, but he knew the temple will be destroyed. How this happened? Let us see.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Wait, see what was the question, guys? What was the question? When is the sign? When is the day, the judgment day? So they jump to the end, but they did not read the beginning. Jesus is there. He did not say to them, I don't know. You see, he did not say to them, I don't know. They are asking you when the hour will come. Guys, are you listening? What they are asking him, when the hour will come. He did not say, I don't know. Later we will see that he said that neither the angels, neither the Son. But look, Jesus here is telling them when the hour will happen. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation.
But the end is not yet. Don't be scared. The end is not yet. But Jesus do not know. I mean, how Jesus is God? I mean, how Jesus can be God? The temple was destroyed exactly as Jesus said. Many people, they came and they claimed to be Christ, and he said exactly that there's many people after him will come and claim to be Christ, and he is counting for you. Many things will happen, and he did not say I do not know, because the one who do not know the judgment day, he do not know those things too. And now we will understand what Jesus is talking about. Listen carefully.
And kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of...
Hold on. See, Jesus is counting for us things one after one after one. Now they just ask him. You see, Muhammad, he claimed that when somebody asks him a question, he don't answer right away. Jibril, he come to him with the answer from God. Jibril, they just ask him, and Jesus, he is answering immediately, saying to them how to know when is going to be the hour, but not when the date. When is going to be the signs of the hour, but not the date, for the date is not written, for the date is not to be known, not for the man, not for a human, not for anyone, for a very simple reason, because he is saying to you, the more sin you commit, the faster the judgment day will come. You see, when Jesus said those things has to come, that's mean we have to do them. And as long we believe that we have a free will, that's mean God is not involved in our free will. When we do the sin, the more sin we do, the faster the day will come. And this is what Jesus is saying. And this is why he said that I will come to you the same as a thief in the middle of the night, which means you shall not be aware and you shall not be told, because this is how it should be. So you will be vigilant and you should be ready for me. And he gave us many examples, as those who they are waiting for the wedding. You know, they have a lamp in their hands, and some they have oil and some they don't have oil. The one who have oil is the one, which means he have faith and he have believe, and the one who don't have oil, judgment day is not coming, so it's going to be in a surprise. So this is because of the wisdom of God, not because of the disability of the Messiah. Let us continue.
Desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye, that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things.
You see, look what Jesus just said. There's Abdul saying you are confused. You are the one who's confused. You Muslims are even confused about the gender of your God. He keeps saying he, and yet you say to us Allah is not a male, and you say to us why Jesus is male. Allah himself, he says, if you want to have sex, he will have a wife from the black-eyed women, and yet you say to us Allah is not a male. You are confused even about the gender of your God. You do not know even what Allah word mean, what the word Allah mean. I never saw a confused cult as Islam. Now listen here carefully. Jesus said, when you see learn from the parable of the fig tree, when his branches is yet tender and put forth leaves, you know that the summer is nigh. So all of those things Jesus he said to us is about learning when the judgment day will be, but is not going to know yet. You is not going to tell you what's going to happen, but it's getting closer and closer and closer, for the signs is coming. The same as when winter come, we see the leaves falling down, so we know when the winter is coming. So Jesus here told us all those things which nobody knows. Yet a Muslim, he says to me that Jesus said he do not know. Let us continue the chapter to the end.
Know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
Now here a
But of
Muslim,
that
by the way,
day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
I mean, so look here what happened. Jesus told us, actually this the same chapter the Muslims they are trying to convince us. It's a clear evidence that Jesus is not God. Is the same chapter convincing that Jesus is God. He is the one who will come. He is the one who will judge. He knew what will happen. He knew is going to happen. And now the Muslims saying, okay, how Jesus saying that nobody knows? Neither man, neither human, neither the angels, neither the Son, but the Father. Well, Jesus said clearly, everything I have is given to me from my Father. And Jesus, when he is saying that neither the Son, he's talking about himself, the Son of a man. Read how many times Jesus saying the word Son of a man. Son of a man. But Jesus is a son of no man. Son of a man. The Son of a man. The Son of a man all over. So how come you did not notice Jesus saying the Son of a man is the one who do not know, which means Jesus in earth is speaking about himself, for everything he have is given to him from his Father, and that decision of the judgment day is going to happen when it's time for it. And the Son of Man, he will be the Son of God in heaven, and he and the Father they do make decision when it's time for it to be. The Messiah himself, he is the judge. He is the judge who will come for judgment day. So the judge who will come in the judgment day, he do not know when the judgment day will happen. He do not know, but he told us all those things will happen. For a very simple reason. For the time will come when we accomplish our sin, God will decide the judgment day to be. It's not about knowing the future, it's about we accomplishing the future. It's about we making sin. You know, when God he burned the cities of Gomorrah, the Bible says if there's only 10 decent people, he will not burn it. So the decision of burning the city was not pre-written. It was not preordained. It's about how fast those people they are going to be corrupt. So all the sin we do is going to make the judgment day to come, and it's not for a human being to know, for this is going to be a surprise from God, for it is not pre-written. So let's make it simple. We are not the same as the Muslims who believe in fate, because if you know fate, it means you know when the story is ended, because you are the one who wrote the story. God he gave us a free will, and the free will is do whatever you wish, as you wish. I told you what to do, I told you what not to do. But the faster you corrupt yourself, the faster the judgment will come upon you. So the Messiah said to us what we will do to ourselves. Not only things will happen, what we will do, for he knew the future. But yet the faster we do those things, the faster we will have the judgment day. This is not about knowing the future. This is about, this is the wise, and this is God justice. Because if I tell you okay, tomorrow judgment day, suddenly everybody is praying and everybody here repent. So it's not to anyone to know. It's not for anyone to be knowing, for a very simple reason, because you are the one who have to make the judgment day to come to you. It's us. It's not God. Like, let us say you have a box of apples, and you know, when you are going to throw this box, why you are going to throw it if the apples are still good? You will not, correct? So one bad apple will make the rest of the apples bad, maybe. But God he gave us an option not to be like those apples, to fight corruptions. So God will not throw that box in fire unless we corrupt ourselves. Then we are not worthy to be kept. Are we following, guys? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So Jesus he knew the time, he told us all those signs, and yet the Muslims they say, okay, Jesus he do not know. But isn't it Jesus he said in Mark, in Matthew, in John, everywhere, that everything I have is given to me from my Father? So at the end of the day, it is the Father. You see, there is a tradition. The Jews they have many traditions. At the end of the day, the tradition is the Father is the one in charge of everything. There's children's, there's family, there is you know, but the Father is the one. The reason Jesus he called the Father Father, for what reason? Did you ask yourself? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Why Jesus he called him Father? Why the Muslim don't ask the question for why he called him Father? What about calling him cousin? What about calling him uncle? What about calling him anything? He called him Father. For the Father is the Godhead. He is the one in charge, and the Messiah, he is a divine. Yes, he is the Word of God, which means he is divine, he is God, but still the Father is the one who is the Father. The Father is not the Son, and the Son is not the Father. And the Muslims are very confused and very silly. This is what the Trinity is. The Trinity, we do not believe. When we say God is one, it does not mean that still that Jesus is a person, and God the Father is a person, and the Holy Spirit is a person. So you Muslims are very confused because you are very silly. No, there is nowhere in the Bible speak about the destiny. He's talking about the destiny of those chosen one, the chosen one. The chosen one, my friend, this is not a destiny as a destiny, which mean because Jesus said, not everyone says to me, God, God will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. The destiny here is doing the will of the Father, which mean it is not something he wrote for you. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? So when Jesus says, not everyone says to me, God, okay, say God, God as much as you want. Still, you will not go to my heaven unless you do his will. But here, he is not forcing you to do his will. He is saying to you, unless you do it. So this is, here is a destiny, which means you choose what God he wanted for you. God, he says, okay, you want to go to heaven? This is my destiny. You do this, you go to heaven. Those are the chosen one. They are chosen even before they are born. What does that mean? That because God knew what you will do, but he is not forcing you to do. That is total different destiny from the cult of Islam. Are you getting the point? Do we understand, guys? If we are going to do what we are forced to do, then you know, then what the point of going to heaven? If we will do the same as the story of Muhammad, you know, Allah he wrote for us our destiny, and then we do what Allah wrote for us. So why I'm punished? Not only that, Muhammad he claimed that even a child, I don't know what Jonathan you are trying to say. Even a child, he died who is an infant. Muhammad he claimed that there's no guarantee that he will go to heaven or not. Why? Because Allah he wrote in the destiny of this baby before he was created. A child he died and he is from a Muslim family. Aisha she said he is going to be a bird from the bird of paradise. Muhammad he says bear adventure, Aisha, it might be the otherwise, which mean he might go to hell. Why? Because Allah created the dwellers of the paradise and the dwellers of hell before he decided who they will be before he created them. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? You claim that predestination and the lack of free will is from Islam. You know, you can if you want to try to give interpretation as you wish, we just explain it. The Bible is so clear. It's not up to you. When Jesus says, not everyone's, you know, say to me, God, God will go to heaven, but the one who do his will. That is what destiny is about, which means there's a destiny of death, there's a destiny of life, there's a destiny of hell, there's a destiny of fire. That is the destiny we are talking about. And there's a destiny that those who they are chosen. What does that mean? There's people who they are chosen to be with God, but why they are chosen? For they do his will. So their destiny is guaranteed by their act. Did you get it, Mr. Jonathan? So your act is your destiny. It is not a destiny written for you. And the Bible is a book, is not a verse. So what some people they do, they try to make from a verse a book. It's not up to you. Why God he judged Adam? Is that because God he wrote to Adam to commit sin, as Muhammad he said? No. God he don't want Adam to commit sin. This is why even the Bible says that God is sad for them. He's sorry for them. So stop fooling yourself. Same time, why a child he will go to hell? Why a child will go to hell? Because Muhammad he claimed that God he created people of hell while or heaven while they are they are even not even a sperm in the backbone of their parents, their father. Do you see it? So Muhammad, he claimed that your destiny is written and your career of deeds is written. It is not something you can change. It is not your act. You are just an infant. Here we go. We have an infant. He did not commit sin. Even Aisha, she said, he neither commit sin or reach even the age of sin. Do you see it, guys? Now, we answered you about the Messiah. What about we look at Muhammad and his God? Do Allah know the judgment day? Do Muhammad know the judgment day? Do Allah know the judgment day? They don't. The Quran says that Allah said, not me, that the judgment day is near and the moon is split. But that was 1400 years ago. And neither the moon split and neither the judgment day did come. So you try to misquote a verse from the Bible, trying to understand it the way you are claiming. And I challenge you to explain to me the holy chapter and tell me that Jesus is not God. And here you notice when Jesus speak about future, even the Quran confirmed that Jesus, he can tell you what you had in your he can even read your mind. Let's show you from the Quran. And the Quran says that nobody knows the unseen save Allah. Read carefully. This is the Muslim translation, not my translation. And appoint to him, translation between two bracket, a messenger for the children of Israel. Supposedly the Messiah is a messenger for the children of Israel. And here you notice the stupidity of the Quran author. Anyone knows what is the stupidity? What is the name of the book of Isa according to Muslims, guys? What is the name of the book of Isa? Injil. So how Isa was sent to Israel, but his book name is in Greek? I mean, have you ever heard of a silly, stupid God like this? So Isa, he is a Hebrew, speak Hebrew, but his book name is Injil. So imagine I wrote my book in English, but the name is in Arabic. And here you notice that Muhammad is nothing but a false potato. Then he continue. He says, I have to come to you with signs from your Lord. The Muslim, they will say this is a sign from Allah. It doesn't matter. The one who is doing the sign is Jesus. Listen carefully. In that I make for you. I, guys, does it say I? Does it say I? I make for you out of the clay as it were a figure of a bird, and then I breathe. You see here they did not add the I, but there's an I. But anyway, there's an I in the beginning, and they breathe into it. Who is the one who will breathe? Jesus. How Allah, according to the Quran, he made Adam, he breathed into Adam. Jesus, he do breathe, he give life. And it become a bird. Then the Muslim, they say to you, by the will of Allah will prove it. Secondly, by the will of Allah or not, that will not change the fact that the one who breathed is Jesus. The one who gave life is Jesus. That makes Jesus a creator. Then I heal. It's not Allah heal. I heal those who born blind. I heal the leper. I quicken the dead. And then they say to you, by Allah leave. It doesn't matter what by Allah leave. Prove it. I can claim now that Jesus, he did this by my leave. Talk is cheap. I declare to you, and look here, I declare to you what you ate and what you store in your houses. How Jesus can declare to you that? Muhammad, he said in the Quran that he knew nothing of the future. If he knew of it, he will take the benefit of it. So how come Jesus, he knew the future when Allah only the one who know the future? Why Allah did not give Muhammad the future? And how Muhammad do not know the future, but yet he speak to us about what? The judgment day. Let us show you Muhammad making poo-poo, explaining the judgment day. Muhammad, he claimed that there is signs of the judgment day, claiming that Allah is the one who told him those signs. One of the signs of the judgment day, that the Roman, they will be the major population of mankind. Do you see it? Now, how you are questioning Jesus, but you are not questioning the stupidity and the false prophecy of Allah, because the one who made this false prophecy is not Muhammad, supposedly it is Allah. Muhammad is telling you what Allah told him. Kabich? Based on this, Allah, he do not know the judgment day, because if he knew the judgment day, he should not say such a stupid thing. What the Roman are the majority of mankind? What is that? So now we have to wait until the Roman became majority of mankind. What we will do? We will nuke China, we will nuke Japan, we will nuke Indonesia, we will nuke Philippines, we will Bangladesh, India. The Roman are the majority of the population of the world, and Allah is God. So if Allah is God, he should not say such a stupid statement about the judgment day. Obviously he's not. What about Muhammad? He claimed that before the judgment day, the people of Gog and Magog, they will attack you and they will throw their arrows at you. And then when Gog and Magog throw their arrows, the Muslims, they will light their fire from their arrows for 7 years. Arrows, which is made from wood. In the judgment day, so now in the judgment day we will use arrows. So why Saudi Arabia is buying the F-16 and F etc., and why the Iranian they want to make a nuke, and why the Pakistani making nuke? If the Gog and Magog they will use arrows. This is a sign of the judgment day. Somebody's asking me question: when the Father is the most powerful, then why we pray to Jesus, not to invisible God, the Father? Who said we don't pray to the Father? When they asked Jesus how to pray, what he said? He says, "Our Father out of heaven." Didn't he? However, Jesus said, "The one who saw me, he saw the Father," which means you pray to the Father, you pray to him too. Got it? The one who saw me, he saw the Father. For Jesus is the visible image of the invisible God. Jesus says, "My Father is the greater than me." Why? Because Jesus is coming to us in the flesh of a man. That's why he keeps calling himself the Son of a Man, the Son of a Man, the Son of a Man. So Jesus says to you, pray and say the following: "Our Father out of heaven." So we go back. Do Allah knew the signs of the judgment day? Muhammad, he claimed that the Roman will be victorious in a few years, and then the Roman, they were not victorious in a few years. And then we discover that Muhammad, he made this verse. The Muslims, they make a big fuss about it after the Roman being victorious, not before. The Muslim, they make big noise about this, how the prophet he prophesied the victory of the Roman. Read the story. Abu Sa'id narrated, on the day of Badr, the Roman had a victory over the Persian. So the believer were pleased with that. Then the following was revealed: Alif Lam Mim, the Roman have been defeated. Up to his saying, the believers will rejoice. So this is a verse was given after the Roman been victorious. Have you ever heard of a prophecy like this? Imagine Trump, he became a president in the year 2016, and now I prophesy that Trump will be a president in 2016. But we are in 2019. Don't you think that the prophecy is too much late? What about I prophesy for you the weather yesterday? Is that will make you happy? So when the Muslim they talk about Jesus, all the point of the Muslims is trying to downgrade Jesus for you. Jesus is no one for them. They claim that they love Jesus, but in fact they love to insult Jesus. If you believe in what's written in Mark 13, then be honest, says I believe in the holy chapter of Mark 13, where Jesus says, I will come, the Son of the Man will come with the glory of his angels. His angels. He will be in the cloud, and he will be the judge. And by the way, even Muhammad, he said that the judgment day will not come until the Messiah will come, and he will be hakaman muqsitan. What does that mean? Absolute judge of justice. So Muhammad confirmed that the Messiah is the judge. Do you see it? The judgment day will not come unless the Messiah will come between you, and he will be judging an absolute justice. This is about the Messiah. Question: who is judge of justice save God? Nobody can be judge of justice, no man, no human. For in order to know, in order to judge, you have to be perfect. Perfect in knowledge, perfect in balance, and perfect of the unseen. People cannot lie to you. They cannot hide the truth. They cannot tell something and do something else. You know what they are hiding. So how Jesus is just a man? And here you will see Muhammad making something very silly as usual. The Messiah is going to kill the pig. I mean, have you ever heard of a silly God like this? Allah, he have an enemy. His name is Mr. Pig. So Allah now will send the Messiah in a very action mission. Sylvester Stallone Isa. Isa will come and he have a big sword. And with his big sword, he is going to kill Mr. Pig. Because Mr. Pig is #1 enemy to Allah, and he will destroy the cross. So imagine in the judgment day, the Messiah is going to stand in the front of this pig, and he will say to him, I'm talking about the Muslim Messiah, the funny Messiah of Islam. Hey pig, you are the enemy of Allah, and I'm coming to kill you. Allahu Akbar. The pig, he says, okay, try. I don't even care. I'm smoking cigarette now. Do you see I'm shaking? I'm not. And then the Messiah, he will say, okay, grab your gun. This is a God. This is a God. His worry about little poor animal is a pig. He will send the Messiah to kill a pig. I mean, what is the connection between killing a pig and the Messiah? How stupid that silly religion is. A pig. I mean, at least make it an elephant. This is what God is about. And judgment day will not happen until we kill the pig. Which one? What this pig he did? Any Muslim can tell us what the crime this pig he did? Did he eat the cheese of Allah? What is that? And then he will break the cross. Which cross? Which cross he will break? I mean, this is silly. Every house have a cross. The electric column is a cross. Cross the street, my friend. So Jesus will come and break the cross. Which one? So do your God know the judgment day? A God who know the judgment day, he claimed that the man is coming from a sperm and then he turned into be a blood. If you do not know how the human who is made here in earth, we are not talking about a creature who live in the 7-Eleven galaxy. We are talking about a human who live in earth. Yet Allah, he could not figure out how this human is created. Read carefully. This is God. God, he believed that then we made the sperm into a congealed blood. Your God do not know the sperm, how it made it. In different verse, he said the sperm is coming from the backbone. So how a person who claimed to be God, he do not know even such a stupid thing as sperm, where it's coming from and what the sperm will be, and he claimed that the sperm will be transformed into a blood, which is a dead blood, and then that blood will be a baby. Your God, he teach that the sun set in the murky water. And just yesterday we have a Mohammedan who says, yes, this is true. The sun set in the murky water is proven to be scientifically accurate. Your God, he believe that there is a sin, the sun have a sitting place. What is that? I want to go. I want to go and take a selfie. Your God, he believe that the sun have a resting place. And here the Muslim, they try to explain this and they say, no, 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 no. Allah is not saying that the sun sit in the murky water. No, 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 no. He's saying to you that the guy who went there, he thought, yeah, right. Where it says that? It says Allah is talking, not the guy. He says until when he reached the sitting place of the sun. Like this translation, it says sitting. It says the sitting place of the sun. He found it. Set. He found it. When Allah, he says he found it. Is he reporting a find? I mean, do you speak English? Do you speak Arabic? It says in Arabic, وَجَدَهَا تَغْرِبُ فِي عَيْنٍ حَمِئَةٍ. وَجَدَهَا. He found it. He did not say he thought. He said he found it. And when you say you went home, he went home and he found his car is burned or stolen, I am not saying he thought, because the word for thought is different. I should not say he found it. Do we agree, guys? When I say he found it, it's mean I'm reporting what he found, not what he thought. There's a huge difference between he found and he thought. So he found it, and then the Muslim, they try to argue. So what we do, we go and we get Muhammad, the prophet of the Abdul, get them busted, because the prophet of the Abdul, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he get the Abdul busted. Look what Muhammad he said. Abu Dharr, he said, the companion of the prophet, he said, I was sitting behind Allah Messenger, SAWS. This is like a new Mercedes Benz. and who was riding a donkey while the sun setting. He asked, do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. So you are saying to me that Jesus do not know the judgment day after all what he told you, and you are not worried about your prophet teaching you, claiming that Allah told him. Look, the guy, he did not say the prophet, he is guessing. He said Allah and his prophet, he know better, he knows best. Not only better, he knows best. So Muhammad, he associate his knowledge with the knowledge of Allah. He did not say, oh, don't involve Allah, I'm guessing. No. He agree, Allah and his apostle knows best. So this is the knowledge of Allah. The sun set in the murky water. And the Muslims, in order to get away from this, they say to you, this hadith is da'if. It is not. It is not. And it's confirming the Quran. So Allah do not know the judgment day. Allah, he know nothing. The Muslim, they say to us, Islam will dominate the world. Muhammad, he prophesied that Islam will die. So even with their claim, they prove Muhammad to be a false prophet. Guys, do you see the hadith? Do you see it? Does it say that nobody would do Hajj no more? Does it say that, or I'm making things up? The judgment day will happen. Gog and Magog, by the way, shall we talk about Gog and Magog? We mentioned it. Gog and Magog, they are creatures. Some Muslims, they think they are human, but obviously they are not, because the description is very funny. Their right ear is very big and they sleep inside it like a tent. I wish like I have an ear like this. So Muhammad, he claimed that in the same chapter 18, where Alexander the Great, he found where the sun set in the murky water, he continued walking, and then he found a people who they are complaining from very evil creatures. They are called Gog and Magog, and they ask him to build a dam. And that dam, every day now they are digging in it, but when they finish every night before they go to sleep, Allah, he fix it. And then one day when they finish digging before they go to sleep, their leader will say, Inshallah, tomorrow we will come back and we will finish it. And this is the time where Allah will stop fixing the hole which they made from the day previously, so they will be able to go through. So Muhammad saying that the hour will not come where Gog and Magog will come until people they abandon the Kaaba. Nobody do Hajj. Do you see it? So why you keep saying that the Muslims, they will be the majority of mankind? Why you say Islam will be the biggest religion when Muhammad saying Islam will be the lowest religion, to the point nobody go to Hajj? And by the way, where we can find Gog and Magog? I want to talk to them. Muhammad, he claimed that you will fight people who their faces are like hammered, making fun of the Asian people, maybe because he speak about the Turkish. Jesus say Izrat Hashim. What is Rat Hashim? Suppose you are translating now, you are translating Hebrew. Fadi supposedly now he knew Hebrew. What about you quote for me Elijah, which means God with us according to Mimi Hijab? You know, when we speak about the will of God, the will of God, if God will, that's mean we are people of humble and we don't oppose God, but God he gave us a free will to do things in our life. When I say God is willing, I will come tomorrow and I will talk to you, because my life is not mine, is going to be taken from me one day. So this is not about what you are talking about. Same time here, why you don't answer where we can find Gog and Magog? Where are those Gog and Magog? You're a prophet, he said that Gog and Magog, they are one, each one of us is equal to 1,000 of them. Oh, sorry, which mean, I mean, yeah, as number, yeah, one of us, like from every one of us, there will be 999 from them. So how that can be? Right? You are not from Israel. You are from Hamas, maybe. You have nothing to do with it. You see, he just admitted that he is from Israel. Did you see? The Muslim, he just admitted he is from Israel. Even the Quran, have you ever heard of a God he do not know the future? Look, an additional proof that Allah is a false God. Allah in the Quran, he promised the Jews the land. Question: why Allah he promised it to the Jews, not to Hamas? Why he never mentioned the word Palestinians? Not only that, Allah he ordered them to kill those people who live there. Do you see it? Do you see it? And because the Jews they refused to kill the people who live there, Allah he punished them and he forbid them from getting inside the Holy Land for 40 years. But the Holy Land is a promise given to the Jews only in the Quran. If Allah knew the future, then why he promised the Jews to go there? Why Allah he sent the Jews there? If he knew that this will be for the Muslims. Is that correct, guys? Why he's what the war right now happening there because of Allah? Allah is messed up. Allah he sent the Jews there. He told them this is the land is given to you, assigned into you. Take it and even kill whoever live there. The Quran saying that. Do Allah, is he aware? Hmm? Fadi. You see, the verses you are giving me, the verses you are giving me is a proof to me that Islam is a false cult. Are you willing to call me Fadi so we can love together? Are you? The verse you just gave me. Are you willing to call so we can laugh? The same chapter you gave me. Are you willing to call? I will open sky for you. Do you dare? That chapter you gave me, as it is. Is the Hebrew Bible is the same as the Old Testament? The Old Testament is written in many languages, not only in Hebrew. Ah, you are willing to listen. No, I'm willing to I'm willing to get you busted. My friend, just to show you, here it says that وَقَضَيْنَا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. False translation. What translation you like, Fadi? What translation is best for you? Read carefully, guys. You see when you change the translator, how everything changed. Look at the stupidity of this cult. And we decreed for the children of Israel in the scripture. What scriptures? That indeed you would do mischief on the earth twice, and you will become trained and extremely arrogant. Guys, does it say there, and we decreed? Does it say, and we decreed? Anyone notice here something stupid? So if the Jews are bad according to Islam, but Allah is the one who decreed that they will be bad, who is the stupid here? Are you there, Fadi? This is what you gave me. Imagine I decreed that you will be bad, and then I will punish you for I decreed that you will be bad. And by the way, the Jews will be decreed twice. Decreed only twice. But the Jews, they did a lot of wrong things according to the Bible itself, not only the Quran. What twice? Only twice? What this God is talking about? When was the first time and when was the second time? Yeah, I know you believe in destiny, but your destiny is stupid, because if Allah made you bad, why he want to punish you for he made you bad? You see how stupid your cult is? If Allah made, imagine Allah created your chicken, and then he will punish you for making you because you are a chicken. How stupid that is. He decreed that every human being will do a portion of sin, and he wrote that for him as a decreed, and then he will punish you for what he decreed for you. The same as we saw between the debate between Adam and Moses. Adam, he says to Moses, do you blame me for what Allah decreed for me to do 40 years before he created me? Stupid cult. Any Muhammadan? So when you Muslims you speak about Jesus that he is not God, quote the same chapter you are reading from, and you will see that there it's proving that he is God. The same verse you are reading for us, remember Jesus saying my Father. Remember the same chapter you are reading from, it says that Jesus will be the judge. Shame on you. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? The Muslim, they say that Allah he called himself we because he is majestic, but this is stupid, because you know, if you are copying we because you like it, because that make you majestic, that's mean you are a silly person. Correct, guys? If a language will make you majestic, that's mean this is a language thing. Are you majestic for real or just a language? Because I can say me we too. However, the Quran is a silly book, and Allah, if he like to say we, why he say he? If we is better, why he say it is he? Right? That verse confirmed that the Jews and the Christians say that Israeli are chosen people. This is an example of false claim. Okay, guys, just to show you how silly Muslims are. That verse claim that the Christians and the Jews, they claim that the Jews are chosen people. You know, Fadi, each time you come here, you read and you are read. The Jews, they claim that they are chosen people. Isn't it your God? Let me get you busted. Chapter 2 verse number 47, and you are the one who said that this is false. All those verses in front of us saying that Israel is a chosen people. Chapter 2 verse number 247. Take your pant off so we can start spanking, Fadi. Call your mom to give you some Vaseline. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and I preferred you from all mankind and even genie. Do you see it? Do you see it? You say to us that the Christian and the Jews, they say that is the Jews are the chosen one, and this is false. Guys, did he say that? Did he say that? Let us put it in the screen again. No, Fadi is saying to himself, what I did to myself today. What I did to myself today. This is what he said. Let me take a snapshot so we can put it in the screen next to the others. You know, Fadi, you are going to enter the book of Genesis, for spanking. I mean, each time you come here, you do something and boom, you get spanked, and then you wonder why. Like, wonder how, and wonder why. And I can see a blue sky, and Zibi spanking me. I make my head up and down. So you said, and let us read carefully what Mr. Harun said. The verses confirm that the Jews and the Christians say that Israelites are chosen people. This is an example of the false claim that Islam is an antichrist. This is a great example that Islam, false claim that Islam is antichrist. Just to show you how silly you are. First of all, when you say that Islam is an antichrist, Muhammad, he said, I am the antichrist. Which one we will believe? Isn't it Muhammad, he said, I am the eraser who will erase Christianity? Why he want to erase Christianity? And the son and the silly, look how he contradict himself. Once he say he is the eraser, and once he say the Roman, there will be the majority of mankind in the judgment day. And we will go back, by the way, to the chosen people, the Jews. Muhammad, he said, I have 5 names. One of them is Al-Mahi. Okay, what Muhammad is going to erase? Is that a Christianity? Now, the verse here, the one it says that Allah, he favored the Jews upon other people, proving that destiny in Islam is stupid and the correct is to believe in Christianity. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why? Because if Allah, he choose the wrong one to be his favorite, that means Allah, he do not know the future. Correct? If I choose you and I favor you upon all mankind, and you are not a good person, isn't it clear that what Muhammad said, that Allah, he knew, Allah, he decree, Allah, he made destiny? Didn't we just showed you a verse before that it says that Allah, he decree that the Jews, they will be bad twice? He decree. Okay, so why you choose the one who decree they will be bad? So you choose them, you favor them, but you decree for them they will be bad. Who's the stupid here? Guys, are you following? Allah, He decreed to the Jews that I mean, this cult is really crazy. How you decreed that the Jews will be bad people? Huh? Read it. You decreed that they will be bad, and then you say to me that you favor the bad. Who is the silly here? I decreed that the Jews will be bad, and this is my decree, and then I favor the bad to be the favorite of mankind and even genie. What is that? If they don't missed the way, the Jews, then why Jesus came to earth? Yeah, but you see, this is in Christianity. We don't believe in decreed. You see, Fadi, here we have a problem. Allah, He decreed that the Jews will be bad. That's mean the Jews are not bad. The bad is Allah. Number two, why Allah He choose the Jews and He favor them if He is the one who decreed they will be bad? Who is the stupid here? Why He did not favor the Arab? What about favoring the Chinese? Why He chose the Jews if the Jews are bad? So He decreed that the Jews will be bad, but yet He favored the Jews upon all mankind. Are you there, Fadi? Are you searching Google? Now, another point. Allah, because He's a smart God, look what He did. I have a problem with my keyboard. For some reason, sometime the keyboard is typing the wrong letters. All right. Oh boy. Guys, read with me this. Fadi, I want you to read this. Allah not only do not know the judgment day, not only do not know how the baby is created, not only do not remember which one He created first, the mountains, the trees, the stars. Allah here, He says something very silly. Read with me carefully. It was we who revealed the law to Moses. Therein was guidance and light, but its standard have been judged the Jews by the prophets who bowed, as between two bracket in Islam, fabrication doesn't say that, to Allah will, by the rabbis and the doctors of the law. For them was entrusted the protection of Allah book. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? If Allah He knew the future, why He say He trusted the Jews to protect the book? Isn't it Him who said, I decree that they will be bad? So you decree they will be bad and you trust them to protect the book? What the word trust mean? Guys, what it's mean to say I trust you? It's mean I believe in you to be good, correct? It's what trust mean. I believe you are trustworthy. So if I trust somebody and later I discover that he is not trustworthy, that's mean I made a wrong decision. That's mean I do not know the future. So why Allah here using the trust? Allah, he made a mistake. He trusted the wrong people to protect the book. And by the way, why the Jews should protect the book of Allah? Have you ever heard that Allah is God and Jews who die? I mean, we are human. We are human. What about he protect the book? So did Allah made the wrong trust? Obviously, this is what it says. And to make it more stupid, it says that Allah is the one who decreed that the Jews are bad. So you made them bad and you trust them to protect the good? How silly are you? It's like, guys, I'm going to hire some ants to protect my sugar. He ants. Remember, Suleiman, he speak to the ants. So Suleiman now he understand the ants. Brother and sister, Prophet Suleiman, he said, I am going to add the ant to protect my sugar. So he took a bunch of ants and he put them in the kitchen. And he told them, I wanted to water over my sugar. And then Brother Suleiman, he came back and he found there's no sugar. Because at the end of the day, they are ants. And the ant, they like sugar. So he protected the ants. He entrusted the ants to protect the sugar. And then he did not find the sugar is gone. I mean, how silly is that? Allah never make mistakes. We think this way that he made. What do you mean? What Ibrahim? If he is the one who decreed they will be bad, and how Allah he entrusted them? I mean, do you see the word entrust in them? What is that? What a silly religion. So look, this God, he know nothing. The Quran is full of errors and mistake, history error. Mary is the sister of Aaron. Nice to meet you, Isa. Isa is the nephew of Moses, according to Muhammad. Mary and Moses and Aaron, they have the same father. And where Muhammad he got this from? Because he's an idiot. He got it from the Old Testament. But the Old Testament is not talking about Maryam, the mother of Jesus, talking about Maryam, the sister of Moses. So Muhammad, he learned from the Jews that the Old Testament says that Maryam, there's a woman, her name is Maryam, she is the sister of Aaron and she is the sister of Moses. So Muhammad, he put it and said, okay, Maryam must be the sister of Aaron. Nice to meet you. What Allah knows? Haman is a minister for Pharaoh. Moses, he was in the time of the Samaritan. How Moses he met the Samaritan? Huh? محمد قال ألا أخبرتهم أنهم كانوا يسمون بأسماء الصالحين. Fadi saying that they asked Muhammad that this is a mistake. Ka'b al-Ahbar, he came to Aisha. Ka'b al-Ahbar, a Jewish guy who was a Jew, supposedly he became a Muslim supposedly. He said to Aisha that the Prophet said that Aaron is the brother of Mary, but as I know, there's many hundreds of years between Maryam, the mother of Jesus, and Aaron. So Aisha, she said to him, "You are a liar." You are you are a liar. Let us find the hadith. Let us see if we can find it in English. So Muhammad, after he got busted, they told him that he said, "Oh, in that time they used to call by their ancestor." Just let me get you busted again, Fadi. Mary, she is not from the ancestor of Moses. This is how stupid your prophet is. Moses is from different tribe, so he is not her ancestor. Even this one is stupid. I look like I cannot find it here. Let us see. But we can find it in Al-Qurtubi. So when you gave me this answer saying that Mary, she was called by her ancestor, but Mary, she is not from the ancestor of Moses, that is additional proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. How Moses can be the ancestor of Mary? Do you see how silly your answer is, and how silly your prophet answer? If I am from different tribe, how they are the ancestor? My friend, I do not need to type. I do not. Here we go. This is Tafsir al-Quran in front of my eyes, and you speak Arabic. Ka'b al-Ahbar, he came to Aisha, and he said to her, وقال كعب الأحبار بحضرة عائشة أم المؤمنين رضي الله عنها إن مريم ليست بأخت هارون أخي موسى فقالت له عائشة كذبت. Do you see what Aisha said? When he said to her, as I know, Maryam is not the sister of Aaron, Aisha, she said, you are a liar. That's mean this is what Muhammad was teaching all this time until this guy, he got him busted. And then after he got busted, and look what he says. He said to her, oh mother of the believers, if the prophet he said that, so to be honest with you, he is more truthful, because now he's afraid he will be killed. He is better and he know better. But as I know, there's more than 600 years between them, and for sure 600 years is not correct too. If we translate this, let us translate. Here we go. And by the way, Muhammad, he claimed that when Aaron, the brother of Moses, he died, there's people, they came in his funerals. All of them, they are 40,000, but all the 40,000, their name is Aaron. Brothers, when Christian Prince he died, brother, 40,000 people, brother, they went in his funeral, and all the 40,000, brother, their name is the Christian Prince. And now look, Ka'b al-Ahbar said in the presence of Aisha, the mother of the believer, may Allah bless her, that Mary is not the sister of Aaron, the brother of Moses. Aisha, she says to him, you lied. You see here the translation is coming wrong. So Aisha, she did not say this, the prophet did not mean that. We knew that she is not. Aisha said, you are a liar. So Muhammad, he was teaching that this is why the guy, he came to correct him. And after he got him busted, he says, okay, at that time they used to call them by their ancestor, but that is a stupid answer too, because Maryam, she is not from the ancestor of Moses. Stupid answer again. Was Mary from the ancestor of Moses, you idiot? Yani Abdul? And not only that, the Quran claimed that, and Muhammad claimed that Mary, the Maryam, the mother of Jesus, her father name, his name is what? Umran. Okay, what is the name of the father of Aaron? Hey Fadi, what is the name of the father of Aaron? Can you give me the name? Righteous people. They call them by the name of the righteous people. Guys, they called him by the name of the righteous people. So why he did not call her by Moses? Why he says the sister of Aaron? Who is more righteous? Aaron or Moses in Islam? What about David? What about Suleiman? Why Aaron? Can you tell the people in the chat, what is the name of the father of Aaron? Okay, guys, Ah, another Umran. See, guys, it's a coincidence. It happened that both of them they have the same name of the same father. But look, this is again is a stupid lie because the father of Umran, the father of neither the father of Mary and neither the father of Moses or Aaron is his name is Umran. Again, your prophet got busted. There's a huge difference between Umram and Umran. Umram. Have you ever heard of a God? He cannot quote a Hebrew name correctly. The father of Aaron is not Umran, and the father of Mary is not Umran too. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. I mean, even the name of the father of Mary, he do not know it. Hey people, is the name of the father of Mary is Umran? By the way, my father name is Umran too. And by the way, when Umran he died, there was 40,000 in his funeral. All of their name is Aaron. Look like the Jews, they have no name to call except Umran. Everybody, his father, his name is Umran. So Umran is the father of Mary. Umran is the father of Aaron. Umran is the father of Maryam. Umran is the father of Moses. I mean, Umran is that's it. Everybody there is Umran. What's your Umran? What's your father name? Amran. Okay. Even Netanyahu, by the way, Benjamin Netanyahu, his name Benyahin bin Umran, not Netanyahu. This is the real name. Go check it out. Yeah. No, it's mentioned. No, it's mentioned in the Bible. You are an ignorant. Just type in Google 2 words and you will see the Bible mention what is the name of the father of Mary. But you are just a silly person. Just type in Google. Google. So you are worried about Jesus not knowing the judgment day as you claim? Look at this guy. Every chapter is stupid. Hmm? Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim want to show me something amazing in the Quran? Forget about our topic. Who want to show me something good about the Quran? What was your Muslim name? I never been a Muslim. Do I look a fool for you? You think me, I will believe that there is a God, his name is Allah. Nobody knows what his name mean. Nobody saw him, nobody spoke to him. And there's a prophet who have the power of 40 men in sex. He will be my prophet? And you want me to believe that there is a prophet, if I believe in him, Allah will give me the power of 40 men for boom boom, and he will give me 72 women at least? And you want me to believe that I will go to heaven and I will wear a bracelet and a green silk trouser, brother, and I will sit and recline in a couch? I have a couch here, guys. I have a couch in my believe me, I swear by the moon and the star, I have a couch. I did not use it even for 10 years. I don't sit in it. God, God of the heaven and the earth, he is promising me a couch. Huh? What about the story of Noah? Is it similar to the story of the Bible? So how could Islam again here be anti-Bible if it's confirmed what is mentioned? Your prophet is copying from the Jews. I mean, look at this stupidity here. So if your prophet copied the Jews, that will make him he's confirming. And by the way, even the story of Noah in the Quran is wrong. Let me ask you, Fadi, how Noah he was able to get the lion inside the ship? Can you tell us, Fadi? Guys, Allah he made the lion have a flu, sick. And Noah he grabbed him from his tail, he put him in the ship. And then Noah he found that in his ship unwanted visitor, a mice. And Noah get worried. How he is going to have a mice who will eat his food? But Allah he made the lion sneeze. How achoo, achoo, and a cat came from the mouth of the lion. Am I lying, Fadi? Are you there, Fadi? And you are telling me that the story of Noah is the same as the story in the Bible? What? Hello? 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 By the way, those things happen only in the Middle East. You know, actually, I remember once my mom, she brought us an elephant to eat him, like, you know, for a snack, you know, and the elephant, he had a flu. Okay. So he sneezed and a giraffe came out, big giraffe, you know, and the giraffe, by the way, came out right away. She said, Alhamdulillah. The giraffe speak Arabic. This is a true story. Yeah, when Jesus he speak about no man knows, and not even the Son. And we explained it already. You know, we do not need to repeat ourselves. But obviously, Jesus he knew the hour, he knew the time, he knew the future, and he told us in the same chapter the Muslims they are quoting is saying he gave us all the details. When we say that the Messiah, you know, when we speak about God, you see the Muslims they have different image of God. In Islam, everything is a decree, which means everything is a destiny preset. We don't have that. Ma'arakat al-Ahzab, it's a clear proof that Allah saved Muhammad and the Muslims. Are you sure? Okay, let me show you this. Fadi saying the war of al-Ahzab is a proof that Allah he saved the Muslims. What about this, Fadi? Allah said to Muhammad, O Prophet of Allah, urge the believer to fight. If there are 20 steadfast persons among you, they will overcome 200. What? 220 to 200, which means 1 to 10. And if there are 100 steadfast persons, they will overcome 1,000. The Muslim they went and their ass was kicked badly. They came and Muhammad right away to cover his bum. Look what he said. Now, brother and sister, now Allah lighten your task, for he knows that there is a weakness. Now Allah he discovered the weakness. Now he discovered the weakness. A verse before it he do not know. So Allah he know that you have a weakness. So if they are of you 100 steadfast person, they will overcome 200. Look what happened. From uh, 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 20 will fight 200 to 100 will fight 200. Do you see how big the difference is, the change? Are you there, Fadi? You see how much Allah He knows? Now He knew the weakness. So what happened? And here, by the way, if Allah is God and He promised them victory anyway, who care if they are 1, 100, 1,000? If God is with me, who could be against me? Correct, guys? If there is one person and there is the Soviet Union want to fight him, but this person, his God is with him, who is going to win? This person. What Allah intervened? This is your fiction, my friend. I can show you tons of stories, but if I want to go over those things, you know, it will take me forever. But hold on. So you are saying to me, Allah He defend them in the chapter of Al-Ahzab, but here He did not defend them. He promised them that one of you will fight 10, and He did not make it. He did not keep His promise. There He kept His promise, according to you. You know, to make you a liar, it's enough to lie once. Is that correct, guys? If you lie once, you are a liar. So if you are trying to fool yourself, saying, okay, there He protected them, here He did not, that's when Allah is a liar. He just told them one can fight 10. That's it. You don't say, I found a weakness on you. This is God. What found weakness on you? And how he correct the weakness? He correct the number. That's mean the weakness is not on them. The weakness in his calculation. Because they are the same people. Nothing changed. They are the same believers, the same names, the same persons. So how you say that you will win? It's for a wisdom. Yeah, wisdom, my bum. Guys, this is for a wisdom. Allah is making a wisdom here. So I say to my son, go and fight 10 people. And then my son come and his nose is like a potato. And his head is like all full of injuries. And he lost an arm and a leg. And then I say, I think I know you have a weakness now. So tomorrow you don't fight 1 to 10. Tomorrow you fight 1 to 2. That's a good one. There are any Islamic prophet between Jesus and Muhammad. According to the hadith, Muhammad, he said that there is no any messenger or prophet between him and Isa. However, if you go to chapter 36 in the Quran, you will see Muhammad is speaking about the 3 messengers. Those are the messengers of Jesus. And the interpretation of the scholars acknowledge them as John and Peter and Paul. Yet the Muslims, they call Paul all kind of names, and this is showing us the ignorance of the Muhammadan. They are copying, you know, Didat, since Didat start attacking, and then the Muslims they follow. But you will see that the Muslim scholars, they never attack Paul. Not only that, they consider Paul as a messenger of Allah. And here you will notice the stupidity, because if Jesus is a prophet, how Paul and Peter and John, they are messengers of, you know, of God? How you can deny then the Islamic astonishing conquest following the death of Muhammad, that within 1 year the caliphate extend from Andalus to India? You are stupid, my friend. What 1 year? It took you forever. What 1 year? Your prophet, he could not even, you know, even in the time of your prophet, almost Muhammad, he was demolished. When he have the war with the one you call him Musaylama, almost, if the guy he won the war, Muhammad is gone. And after Muhammad he died, people they left Islam immediately. This is why you have another war. It's called the war of apostate. So what do you mean within a year? And then after that, the Muslims, they killed Uthman, the one who expanded Islam is Abu Sufyan, and Abu Sufyan is not a Muslim. And the Quran says that. The Quran says that Abu Sufyan and his family, Muhammad, he paid them money to convert to Islam. Is that correct, Fadi? The one who spread Islam is not a Muslim. Muhammad, he spent the money, a lot of money from the money he stole, to do what? To those who have a doubt in their heart. Who are they? To attract the heart of those have been inclined toward Islam. Muhammad, he bought them, and this is what the interpretation says. You're a prophet, he gave Abu Sufyan 100 camel for each one of his family, and 4 ounces of gold and silver, whatever, you know, like a lot of money. And that made Abu Sufyan agree to announce that he's a Muslim. And Abu Sufyan family is the one who spread Islam, not Muhammad. And here you will see that Muhammad cannot be a prophet of God, because if God want to make his Islam spread by somebody, he is a hypocrite. He convert to Islam by paying him money. What kind of God this God is? Is that correct, Fadi, or I'm lying? Do you want me to show you the reference that your prophet, he bought those people to convert to Islam? They are criminals. The Quran speak against them all over the Quran, that they are bad people, they are bad, they are ugly, they fight the prophet. Those are the enemy of the prophet. So what he did? He bribed them. They are gang. He gave them money, and then they became the caliphate. Is that true, Fadi, or I'm lying? You said to you said to Andalusia, right? Is it the one who occupy Andalusia is the children of this guy? Stupid statement. Do we have any serious Abdul additional to this kid? Do we have any serious Abdul? The verse we are reading is chapter 9, verse number 60. Anyone? Anyone? And by the way, as long you mention this you know, the story of this, I mean the Quran predict that this person, he will never convert to Islam. Do you want to call me, Fadi, and I will show you the reference? What do you think? What do you think? Clear evidence. If Muhammad is a prophet, how the Quran predict that those are the enemy of Allah and they will never be Muslims? The same as the story as Abdullah ibn Sarh. The Quran claimed that they will never be Muslims, and he made a verse about him. The same about the Christians. Muhammad, he says, "Lan tarda anka al-yahudu wala nasara." Neither the Jews, neither the Christians will agree with you until you follow the religion. But isn't it Muhammad and you Muslims, you claim that Christians and Jews convert to Islam? So how Muhammad, the Jews and the Christians says they will never accept your religion? تكون النبوءة فيكم ما شاء الله أن تكون. That's stupid of you to say. Because how the Nubu'ah will be between us if Muhammad is the last prophet? Do you even know what you are posting? I think Muhammad, when he talked, he was taking too much hashish. Hmm? Let me show you something here. Is that the prophet saying that? Is that a prophet? He claimed that a little kid, before he became 30 years old, the judgment day will come. Are you there, Fadi? Fadi, are you there? Is that true? Muhammad, he knew the judgment day. Muhammad is God. Muhammad is God, guys. He knew. Here we go. Muhammad, he knew the judgment day. Actually, I will make a short video about it. I will call it Muhammad is God. Just wait. The proof that Muhammad is God. Just wait for it. What hadith you mentioned to me? You mentioned to me nothing. Give me the hadith, you idiot. What تبقى الخلافة فيكم? What does that mean? I mean, look how stupid you are. And who is it changing topic? We are talking about prophecies. Is this a prophecy? Your prophet prophesying a kid before he became 30, judgment day will come. If he is a liar, he is a liar. This is a lie. One lie will prove that he's a liar. Already we got Muhammad busted. Everything he said is a lie. Changing topic. No, you are the one who changed topic. We are talking about Muhammad being a prophet, prophesying. Here we go. Actually, our topic about judgment day. How Muhammad he claimed that this child before he became 30, the judgment day will come. Any Muslim? And this is Sahih. This is Sahih Bukhari. This is not. You cannot play the game and you say to us, this is weak, this is blah blah blah, this is fat, this is skinny. You can call me, but no, if you are only Muslims can call me. Sorry. Are you a Muslim? Muhammad did not die, brother. Muhammad is Allah. Muhammad, he never died. What are you talking about? Muhammad is the living Allah. Muhammad, he said to the followers that when you pray, your prayer will be placed in front of me. They said to him, how our prayer will be placed in front of you and you will be dead? He said, yeah, but we the prophet, Allah will not allow our body to be decayed. Is that correct, Fadi? Muhammad is God. All the prayer the Muslims they say is going to be displayed in the front of Allah in his grave. He's alive and he will listen to it all. Have you ever heard of a madman like this? Not only that, Muhammad he claimed that he was a prophet of Allah while Allah was making Adam. Harun, what does that mean? You see how silly what you are saying to us? What does that mean? تكون النبوءة فيكم ما شاء الله. Guys, the prophethood will be between you until Allah will. What does that mean? Here we go. The prophet is prophesying in front of our eyes. Why you don't want to read? Here we go. The prophecy is between us, my brother. What do you mean what do you mean it happened? How does hadith happened? I mean, this guy is literally suffering from mental illness. Let me find the hadith. Let's see. I cannot even find the hadith. Give me the hadith, man. Give me the hadith. Post a link for us so we can laugh. Give me the whole hadith. Post it. It's not in this website. So we can laugh. Don't quote for me 2 words. All of this happened. All of this happened. Now look at this hadith. Is that correct? Hadith, Fadi? Narrated to me, he said, the Messenger of Allah said, the caliphate will be in my ummah for 30 years. Is that correct? Is that number is correct, Fadi? Do we have any Muslim? No Muslims. I wish I have the video of the last time Fadi he called me so we can play it, so we just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. Any Abdul? Anyone? Mayday. Are we out of them? Nobody. All right. You said I could call you, remember? Yeah, but you know, we are taking calls from Muslims now. And actually, I prefer only Muslims to call me, because we want to show them, we want to show the Christians. This is what we do here, you know, to show you how to refute the Muslims. All of this is a false prophecy. There was a caliphate only for 30 years. Only? What this guy is talking about? Any Muslim want to agree with Muhammad saying that the caliphate will be for 30 years? As I know, just last year we have a caliphate. He was a rapist like Muhammad. 30 years only? Are you sure? Anyone? Rashidin Khalifa? Well, even the Rashidin Khalifa is not 30 years. Here we go. You got yourself busted again. You see, I never saw a Muslim he know what he's talking about. Muslims are just weird. I don't know. Abu Bakr, he was a caliphate for how long? Was less than 2 years. A year and 4 months. Omar, 10 years. So the total is what? 11 and a half or less. Uthman, 12 years. The total is what? 24 and a half. And then we have Ali. How many years? Proven Muhammad to be a false prophet, 5 years. But he said 30. So what we will do now? Should we change the date to make it fit with Muhammad? Prophecy. Same time, he did not say the caliphate or they are. You called him Rashidin. He said the Khilafah, the caliphate, all the caliphate, and the caliphate was long after him. Any Muslim? So even if we calculate the caliphate, we will reach less than 28 and a half. Because the first one did not even complete a year and 4 months, which means we cannot count 2 years. And then the second one is 10 years. And then the third one is 12 years. And the last one is 5 years. So your prophecy, even this one, is false. Try something else. I mean, why this man, whatever he say, it come to be a lie. And the funny, your Islamic books getting him busted. I mean, you know, sometimes you feel like the Muslims, they are working against their prophet. They are getting him busted. Why you wrote those books? Here we go. Now what we will do? Can we change the books? Muhammad, he said 30 years. What we will do? And by the way, as long those are the good caliphate, why the Muslims kill them? Guys, Islam is made by decent Muslims, to the point each one of those caliphate was killed by Muslims. Fadi, if you don't stop posting this stupid thing, I will ban you, because you have to show me the hadith, you donkey. I keep saying to you, post it, you post it, I will show it in the screen. Post it, you idiot. What's wrong with you? This guy, he keep posting for me a sentence, and he keeps saying, show them, show them. Okay, give me the hadith to show them. Stop being stupid, because we want to laugh. Can you post a link for us, and I will open the exact link you gave us? What do you say? Challenge, because this hadith is a good hadith for me. We want to laugh. Hmm? Any Abdul? All the prophecy Muhammad he made is proving him to be a false liar. What do you say, Fadi? Because the hadith you gave me, it says it's going to be as long as Allah wish, but this hadith says 30 years, which means Muhammad is a liar. Because as Allah wish, it's mean we do not know the number. In the other hadith, it says 30 years. Same time, if those are following the Prophet, the one you are saying, ala minhaj nubuwa, the following as is exactly as the Prophet, so why the Muslims killed them? Why Uthman was killed? All why they killed one by one? They are following the Prophet. That means the Muslims are not following the Prophet. Who is following the Prophet between them? Uthman, the one who made the Bani Umayyah, he supported them to kill Ali and his family, the one who allowed them to steal and to rape. This is the Prophet followers. And then as a penalty for his crimes, the Muslims, they cut the head of Uthman, and they took the hair of his beard one by one, and after they cut his head, they play volleyball with it, and then they refuse to bury him with the Muslims, and they throw him in the garbage. And then at night, a bunch of guys, they took him and they bury him between the Jews. The Prophet, he prophesied they will get killed. Where he prophesied they will get killed? Show me the hadith. Show me the hadith so we can laugh. Guys, the Prophet, he prophesied he will get killed. He said they will get killed. Show me the hadith so we can laugh. Oh boy. And why you are what's wrong with Muslims? Why they want to choose only certain things? Okay, and here we go. Your prophet, he prophesied that this guy, before he die, the judgment day will come. So what you are saying to me, that you believe that there is some prophecy Muhammad he said is true, and some prophecies he said it's a lie. The fact, none of them is true. Now show me where it says that those they will be killed. The hadith you gave me have nothing to do with killing them. You're a liar. This is the only kid we have here. Like from all the Muslims, there's only one kid. You have no idea what to say. Do you remember the hadith when a guy he asked the Prophet, he said to him, "There's a three things no one knows except the Prophet of Allah." The Quran has so many books written after by scholars just to cover up the violence and the stupid. I don't know what they mean. Has so many books written after the scholars. You mean tafsir? I'm not sure what you mean. Fadi, he said, once they got killed, the caliphate ended. That's not true. The caliphate never ended. Secondly, your prophet, he said they will be there for 30 years, my friend. The total number of the caliphate is not even 28 years. So your prophet again is a liar. Did your prophet say 30 years? Did he say 30 years, or making things up? Can you calculate for us the years of the caliphate? And is the caliphate ended in even in that date? That's stupid. So you are saying that the caliphate after those four, they were not following Muhammad? They were following who? The cow? My books is already in Africa, my friend. I have picture. People send me their selfie of with their books from Nigeria, from Ethiopia. It's already there. No problem. They can attack the Bible. No problem. Have fun. Any Muslim? Anyone? Was Muhammad telling the truth? One lie will prove Muhammad to be a liar, and the lies is all over. Even Allah, he claimed that the judgment day is near and the moon is split. Right? And we are waiting for Gog and Magog to appear. And we will fight Gog and Magog by arrows. Fadi, did the moon split, Fadi? Who is a Muslim who tell us really that the moon split? I saw the Muslims posting a picture from NASA. Allahu Akbar, brother. There's a picture from NASA, brother. The moon split, brother. That's a valley, idiot. We have many valleys in this earth. We have even bigger. We have the Grand Canyon. But that does not mean the earth is split. Idiot. The moon split? Are you sure? And was a judgment day? So what happened? Allah changed his mind after he split the moon? He said to himself, it's too early now. I'm not going to do judgment day now. I will put the moon together and I will do it later. Was this is a false prophecy or what? Was it? Anyone? Andromeda, you have what this guy Andromeda, he's somebody told me that he's attacking the Bible. What he's saying, what this guy is saying. Andromeda, can I help you, my friend? I'm going back in the text to see if he said something. What Moses heard Gabriel voice in the name of Allah. What Moses heard is Jibreel voice in the name of Allah? What is that? Is that coming from the Quran or from the yellow pages? Nobody can hear the voice of all God, such as Moses heard Jibreel, the voice. Where you get this from? Let me show you that you are a stupid idiot, certified one. Here we go. Moses, he heard Jibreel. Are you sure? All right. What a stupid idiot you are. This is a chapter 28, verse number 30. Speaking about Moses. Moses, he saw a fire from far away. So he said to his family, I'm going to go there and grab some. But when he came to the fire, a voice was heard from the right bank of the valley, from a tree in the holy ground. O Moses, verily I am Allah, the Lord of the world. So you idiot, you are saying to me the one was talking is Jibreel. Are you there at the Ramida? Are you saying Muhammad is lying? The voice saying I am Allah. So Jibreel was talking saying I am Allah. Are you there at the Ramida Dida? Jibreel was saying I am Allah. Are you there? Don't play dead now. Don't tell me you did not say that. We have a snapshot of it. You said that nobody heard the voice of Allah, and Moses did not hear the voice of Allah. He heard the voice of Jibreel. Quran says no man can speak except the angels. Quran says okay, listen. Do you see the verse I'm showing you in the and show me the verse in the Quran says nobody can speak to Allah but the angels. I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to learn from you. And the verse we are in front of us, what we would do with it now. The Quran says nobody can speak to Allah except the angels. Show me the verse. I mean, where we get those Muslims from? I'm sure you are not organic. I think they use too much fertilizer. You are out of control. You said Jibreel Moses never spoke to Allah. Okay, let me get you busted. Let me get you busted. Additional to this is nothing. This is the start. Who is talking here? And who is talking here? And who is talking here? He said to him, oh my Lord. And who is talking here? And who is talking here? And who is taken here? I mean, you are a certified donkey. Get out of here. Get out. Just let me ban you. We don't have a, you know. What's your Skype? Okay, you have a Skype. That's good. Okay, give me your Skype. I will call you. Give me your Skype. I will add you. I was going to ban you actually, but as long you will call me in Skype, I have forgiven you. All right. Give me your Skype. We will take you as a snack. Give me your Skype. Lord have mercy. Log online and let me call you. Guys, did he post his Skype? Where is his Skype? Don't worry about shouting. Let him shout. Give you a Skype. You don't want to talk to me in Skype now. Okay, let me block you then. So you were lying to us, and you idiot. The verse you gave us in the Quran, just to show you. Okay, I will show the verse you gave us. And here again, you see how the Muslims are really. I feel sorry for them. I really feel sorry for you. This is the verses. This is the verse you choose for us. The Lord of the heaven and the earth, and whatever is between them, the most beneficent. None can dare to speak with him on the day of resurrection. Which means nobody dare to question. Nobody dare even to be open his mouth. That is about the day of resurrection. You're a stupid idiot. Because Muhammad, he confirmed in the Quran and the Hadith that Allah, this is why Musa's his name is Karimullah, which means the one who Allah spoke to. And Allah, he spoke to Isa, and Allah, he spoke to David. Allah spoke to Solomon. You are an idiot. Here we go. You are do you see it? Who is talking? Muhammad, reporting what Adam he says to Moses. So stop being silly and stupid. So are you saying Muhammad is a liar? Okay, are you saying Muhammad is a liar? Confirm to me. Muhammad, he says that Moses, he spoke directly to Allah. So are you saying Muhammad is a liar? Your prophet. I'm not going to go over, here we go. Muhammad, he says that Allah spoke directly to Moses. Are you agreeing with me that Muhammad is a liar then? Are you a Muslim who is agreeing, getting your prophet busted? Because if you are saying nobody spoke to Allah and nobody can speak to Allah, that's mean Muhammad is a liar. This is Sahih Hadith. It's very authentic. So what do you say? And Jibreel, he said to Moses, I am Allah. Ah, he did not hear the voice of Allah. He heard the voice of the angels. The angels, they were saying to him, I am Allah. You know, I'm going to block you for a very simple reason. I hate stupidity. I have no patience for it. Don't come here again. And don't get married. Because your wife, she will commit suicide immediately. I feel sorry for her. I really feel sorry for any women, by the way. You see, there's many men, specifically men. I'm not going to talk about women. They don't deserve to have a family. They don't deserve to get married. They don't deserve to have children. They are extremely stupid. So imagine you are a child and you have a father like this. God forbid. Imagine you are a woman and you marry a man like this. Or like the guy who called me yesterday saying to me, yes, it's true. The sun set in the murky water. This is true. Right? No, I mean, really, there's a lot of people, they are unlucky. This is why, you know, if you ever want to get married from a woman or a man, try always. I mean, if you are silly, then marry a silly person. I advise you actually not to marry a smart person, because if you are a silly person and you marry a smart person, that's the person you marry from will commit suicide, will go crazy because of you. So it's better to marry someone like you. You are silly, marry someone silly. You are stupid, marry someone stupid. Then, you know, everybody will be happy. You will spend the day talking about actors and opera. Everybody is happy. But if one of them is smart and the other one is stupid, then both they will suffer. Even the stupid one will suffer, because they cannot understand each other. They cannot even have a conversation together. They are from two different worlds. Sharmak Noor. Who is Sharmak Noor? Is he a Muslim? Are you a Muslim, my friend? No, my Skype is working, my friend. Give me your name, I will call you. Who said my Skype is not working? Give me your Skype. Ahmad, I am a liar? Why? I just said Muhammad is a prophet. Is that why you are saying to me I'm a liar? Muhammad, he prophesied that if he lie, Allah will cut his artery. So yes, the prophet, he was a prophet, he prophesied. At least there's one prophecy he says true. Let me show you. We have to be honest here. The prophet, he said something and it really happened. Read with me. This is Sahih Bukhari. The prophet said that I feel as if my aorta is being cut off from the poison which he ate in Khaybar. What is cut off? Ahmad, are you there? I feel as my aorta. Amazing. Muhammad died by poison. Allah did not save him. Okay, his name is. Okay, let us see if I can find this name in Skype. Hold on. Even though I almost was going to leave. Which one is you? There's many. Which one of those three is you? Hold on. There's three names. All of them, they have the same name. And none of them is online. Come online so I will know. I will be able to recognize you. No, I will not send messages to all, because then people, they will text me back and they are not the one we want them to text. Come online, Sharmak. How you wanna call me Actually, there's more than 3. There's more. Like there's maybe 100. I keep clicking at more, and there's many come out. How I will know which one? Come online. At least I will know that you are the one. Anyway, forget about him. Look at this. Muhammad, he prophesied that if he is lying in the Quran, Allah will cut his artery. And this is exactly what happened to Muhammad. If he is lying, Allah will cut what? Read it. If Muhammad is fabricating Quran, it says as if, so what? As if. That's a good answer. Guys, it says as if. Well, as if, that's mean this is where the pain is. That's mean this is how he die. This is what he feel. Are you saying your prophet was lying? You don't feel that? When I say as if, as if, because it's not yet. He's not dead yet, because if this has happened, he will be dead, you idiot. If his artery is cut off, that means he cannot talk, he's dead. So now he feel it, now it's happening, and then he die right away. You want him to say that after he die? You want him to say not as if, you want him to say it cut off and he's still alive? You are very smart. So the Quran, Muhammad says in chapter 69, if Muhammad is fabricating Quran, fabricating words saying that Allah is the one speaking, surely we'll cut him from his right hand and we will cut his aorta. And this is exactly how Muhammad he died. Yeah, a lot of Muslims when they debate me, I cannot find them. Fake hadith? How this hadith is fake? This is Sahih Bukhari. Guys, this is fake hadith. Sahih Bukhari is fake hadith. Anything get Muhammad busted is fake. Anyone? The one you are giving me the name is not a Muslim. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Guys, I got it. I got it. Earlier when they call me, I got it. I mean, I'm not blind. Jibril, he sees for me. I don't even look at the screen. I hear Jibril here. Jibril, do you see? That's it. I get it. Thank you, Gotham. And we love Germany too. And I hope they will solve their problems. Who is a Muslim wanted to call me? Come on. You know, sometimes, guys, I feel like a homeless. Keep saying any Abdul, like a guy sitting in the front of in the street. You know, any penny, dollar, like any Abdul. How many times I say any Abdul? No, Ilar. I just texted you actually. I texted you, but you are not in Skype, and they keep saying to me, "When I call you, when I call you," but you are not even in Skype. You are not bothering me. I told you before you can call me because you're an ex-Muslim. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. You see, many people they get upset from me, but I have too much stress on my head, and everybody get upset from me easy.
Hi, CP.
Hello,
Hi,
how
this
are
is
you?
Eiler.
Hey, Ayla, how are
Hi,
you?
hi. So I had a question regarding the history of Arabs because in Iran they tell people that those Arabs that Muhammad came to were vile people who would kill their daughters and stuff like that. I was always wondering if this is even true. Were they so vile? Did he do that for those people, or is it just a story?
No, absolutely, this is false. Because if everybody kill his daughter, then we have no daughters, right?
Okay, but there were like cults who would actually do that, offer their daughters to these idols. So it's not
No, no,
totally
no, no.
unhistorical.
That's not true. First of all,
Okay,
isn't it Muslim they say that Muhammad he was working for a woman, her name is Khadija?
I always use this comment, but
Okay. So how Khadija, how people they bury their daughters, but men they work for women, you know? In the Middle East, we have a queens, women who they are leaders, kings. They are ruling kingdoms. Even in Iran, you have. Actually, Muhammad he said, when the daughter of Kisra, she became a
yeah.
ruler of Iran. He said, a nation ruled by a female, they will never be successful.
Oh wow.
So it
Okay.
is it is Muhammad who was putting women down, and the kuffar they make women queens and kings. So how Muslim they say that?
Because this is an endless story they tell people in Iran. They say Muhammad came in a time where women were abused, and this is how he helped them. And I'm always like, so if he wanted to help, he could, bring Moses his law or Jesus his law to give even your life for your wife. Why would he come up with such stupid things? But then I like, yeah, they were stupid, so he was needed. And because you're an Arab and you know the history very well, I was like, maybe this whole story is a lie, so they can keep up this
It
narrative.
is a lie because simply
Okay.
what the Quran is saying. You see, there's nowhere in the Quran it says a female child was
Was
buried. The Quran
correct.
says the following, but they try to fool those who don't speak
Arabic. Yeah.
Arabic. Look what they say here in chapter 81, verse number 8. It says, when the female, and they put between two brackets, infant buried, alive, okay, and then between two brackets, as the Arab pagans used to do, shall
Yeah.
be questions. I challenge any Muslim to show me where it says female and where it says infant.
Okay. Wow.
There's nowhere. It says in Arabic al-maw'uda. Al-maw'uda, the one is buried, and that is the dead body. You know, we
So
call
there's
we,
no sex in it.
we
Like
no no
the
no
gender is not okay.
no. Just no. This is like it's coming as a female because this is Arabic word as a female for the body, like a body of a human being. It doesn't matter it's a male or female. We call it
Okay.
jutha. So that
Okay.
body which is killed it's a like in English it's different from our Arabic. Like in English we have
I know. I know. We
you have
have the same in
you have
Iran.
you have
Okay.
you have to say she before
Ooh.
something, right?
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
Arabic, no. Arabic, there is words it's females and there is words it's a male, but it's not about a gender. As an example, tab
Ah. Okay.
table is a table is a female, you know. Chair
Okay.
is a male, okay, but neither the chair neither the table is a female or male, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So the same here. It says al-maw'uda, the one which is buried. This is what al-maw'uda mean. So there's nowhere it says female and nowhere it says infant. So it's
Yes.
going to be said in which sin or which guilt she was killed. That is the body. She is the body. the body of the dead body.
Okay.
For what reason she was killed? So when you kill a person, that dead body in the day of resurrection, Allah will ask that this body, for what reason they killed you, what you did, you know, and then everything which is written, which mean the record of everyone will be, you know, like published, and everybody will see his sin. So this is have nothing to do with the Arab, because okay, let us say for the sake of argument that Muhammad, he forbid the people from burying their daughter, where it says they are forbidden from burying.
Okay.
This is about the judgment day. You know,
Oh, wow.
in
Okay.
the judgment day, Allah will ask. You see, all this chapter here is about the judgment day. Look, this is a takwir. It says here, when the sun is covered, when the sun round, because the sun now is not round, and then when the stars became darkened, and when the mountains is destroyed, and etc. When and when the sea, and when the souls, you see the word souls.
I can't see because I'm calling you on my phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I have to look back after.
Yeah, when the souls is going to be joined together with the bodies, and then right away after the word bodies, we see the word is going to be questions. That is the body. In Arabic is, in Arabic here it says al-maw'uda. So that
Oh,
is a
okay.
question about the body which is buried is going to be rejoined with the soul, so it can talk, and then we will ask that body, who and why you been killed, for what reason. All right. However, by the way, here it doesn't even say killed, not necessarily killed. Uh, the verse after it says killed, but here in the verse here it says, and the one who is buried is going to be questioned for which sin was killed. Now here killed, it can be any reason, somebody killing anyone, you know, murder, etc. So everyone will be questioned for a crimes he did.
Okay.
For what reason? And there's nowhere here it's speaking about what they claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same time. If this is true, shouldn't they quote for us some stories of people they bury their daughters? Who are
Yeah,
those?
there are like extra biblical, extra Quranic scripture describing those tribes and stuff. And I'm always like, maybe it was a very small tribe, if they were even doing that. But at the same time, as you mentioned very well, Khadija was his wife. She was wealthy, very well educated. So how is that in that time women were treated like Khadija as well? So it's a really weird story. At the same time, when I argue,
Khadija, she was
sorry.
not educated. She was a really stupid woman. But let us say,
Really?
yeah, she was a stupid woman. Otherwise, she would not marry Muhammad anyway.
Maybe she was demonic and wanted to use him.
No. He is,
because
you
she
know,
was not a.
she is a silly, stupid woman. She is very old, and she married someone a lot younger because he is for sale. You know, there's men, they are cheap. If they see a woman, she is rich and she is old, even if she is 30, 40 years older than them, as long as she have money, you know, they will marry her. But here,
They
but
teach this in Iran
yeah,
that she was very well educated.
no, what education?
So
What
many
where
lies.
what
They say they say Muhammad learned a lot from her about Judaism, about Christianity.
No, first of all, Khadija, she was not even Christian. She was Nasara, and Nasara is a cult like Jehovah's Witnesses. It's a cult.
Okay,
Have nothing
I
to do
know.
with
Yeah.
Christian. Secondly, even according to the Muslims, Khadija, she was a bad woman. And I will tell you the story here. Let me, I will put it in the screen, even though you cannot see it.
Yeah, I
But
will see later. Thank you.
yeah, if we go, there's a chapter in the Muslims books. It's called the examination of the wahi, which means inspiration of Allah. Khadija, let us see. Khadija, she examined the wahi of Allah, which mean wahi mean the inspiration. Allah he sent him
Yeah, okay.
guidance, etc. And Khadija, she proved to Muhammad that he's a prophet. How? Let us see how smart Khadija is and how smart the Muslims with her. This is the book of As-Sirah,
Okay.
Sirat ibn Hisham. We are showing on the screen for the Muslims. Volume number 1. And this is the hadith in the front of us. Well, my screen now is frozen a little bit. Okay. It says here, I'm going to translate, guys. I'm going to click. This is a Google browser, so I'm going just to choose to translate, even though the translation is not accurate, but we will use it just to prove a point. Okay, now it's coming in English. So Muhammad, he used to see something, but he is not sure what he is seeing. Someone he come and he sit in the corner of his house, but he don't talk. He don't know who is this guy. He don't talk. This guy he sit in the corner. So he told Khadija about her, and then Khadija, she told him, next time you see this guy, the one who come to you in the corner, let me know. All right.
Okay.
So she told him to tell her when he come. Okay, when he come to you, he said, okay, yes, he is here. She said, if he come, tell me, which mean if you see him again, tell me. And he come to her, and he told Khadija, okay, I see him. So Khadija, by the way, it doesn't say the Jibreel. This is in the translation, but this is supposedly now they are trying to discover who is Jibreel. He come to me. She said, oh my cousin, sit in my left thigh, the top of your leg, her leg. So hey, the messenger, he stand and he sit in the top of her left thigh, and then she asked him, do you see him? He said, yes, I see him. Okay.
Okay.
Then she asked
Oh,
him.
wow.
Then she asked him, okay, stand up and sit in my right thigh, in the top of her right leg. The prophet, he stood and he sat in the top of her right thigh, and she said to him after he said there, do you see him? He said yes. Then Khadija, she asked him to sit in the top of her lap, in the top of her, and she said to him, do you see him? He said yes. And then after he sat in her lap and he see her, still he see him, she start taking off her clothes, and then she
Okay.
asked the messenger, do you see him? He said no. She said, glory to Allah, this is an angel, this is not the devil. So
Wow. Like,
Khadija,
yeah, this is how they have been fooling our whole nation, an entire nation with these. I mean, like, when you expose it, like, everyone will laugh at this, but this is not what we are told in Iran. For years now, we have been told that she was very well educated. Her father was Christian, her mom was a Jew, and everything he learned about, the Abrahamic faith, he learned it from her. That's what we have been told about her.
well,
This is the
obviously
opposite of the
she
truth.
is educated about striptease, because what does it have to do with God?
Yeah.
I mean, since when? If I said, have you ever heard of a prophet, his wife, she said to him, sit in my lap, let us see if this is an angel or not. I mean, this is
He
stupid.
was a sex maniac. It's really
Yeah,
clear that he was
but the
disturbed.
story here proving that Muhammad and Khadija both are stupid, because
Yeah.
why Muhammad did not ask her what this have to do with seeing a guy in the corner? What are you talking about? Sit in your lap for what? Sit in my left leg, and why she said to him, okay, sit in my right leg now? Like, what will happen? And if she knew that the way to make to know if by taking off her clothes, okay, what about you take off her clothes from the beginning? The Muslim, they say, because this is an angel, he is shy to see a man and the women having sex, so he have to leave. So okay, what about we start having sex right away? If he is still there, then we ask Muhammad, did you see him? He will say no. What the point of saying like move in here, sit here, guys, sorry for this. It's my router. My router. I don't know if you can hear me now. Still, my router restart. I have like a schedule restarting for my router. I never thought I would stay until now. Do you still hear me, guys? Am I still heard? All right. I have my router scheduled to restart at this time because I never thought I would do podcast at you know at this time in the morning. So I should remember that this will happen. Anyway, we lost our sister here. Let me call her back. But anyway, as you see, this is how stupid this cult is. I guess she is not there anymore. Maybe she lost her connection too. Anyway, so when the Muslim they speak about Khadija, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, like I really, it's funny how the story even came to existence. Did Muhammad go around telling people that my wife, when I saw an angel, she told me to sit in her lap? And if this is true, what kind of a man he is? I mean, imagine I was sitting in my wife's lap, and then I come and say, "Hey guys, I was sitting in my wife's lap. I saw somebody in the corner, and my wife, she said to me, sit in the top of my right thigh, and then my left thigh, and then she asked me to sit in the top of her, and then she asked me, she started taking off her clothes. I mean, what is that?" Let us see if we can get her back.
Hi, CP.
Sorry, dear sister, I lost you. I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry too. I'm walking
Yeah.
outside.
Anyway,
So
do you have any other question?
yeah. There are two other questions. One is they keep saying when I say he married a 6-year-old, they keep saying in those times, those girls were very mature, very tall, very this, very that.
Right.
It sounds nonsensical to me, of course, but just is there anything backing this up, or is this another a lie they're telling?
You know, Aisha, the one they are saying she was mature. She was
Playing with
she was
dolls.
playing with
Yeah.
her dolls, you know. So how she was mature, but yet she is playing with her dolls. Not only that,
They refute this that there are grown-up people who still play with dolls.
no, not true. You know, even she called him her daughter, her daughters. Aisha, at the age of 14, she called them my daughters. At the age of 14, so imagine at the age of 16, she called them what? You know,
My mom.
and by the
Yeah.
way, when you when you see the translation, you will see the Muslims they don't translate the word my
I know.
daughters. You know,
They lie a lot.
I'm trying. Here we go. You see, guys, this is the hadith, and this is Sahih hadith. This is Sahih hadith. This is Sunan Abi Dawud, hadith number 4932. Sahih. Here you will see Muhammad. He the curtain left up, and he saw her playing with some dolls. And Muhammad, he asked her, "What is this?" She said, "My dolls." In the translation, in Arabic, it doesn't say that. In Arabic, it says, "My daughters." Banati.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, banati. You know,
Why
actually, you know what? I will use Google. I will use Google browser so we can translate using Google browser.
guilty liars? That would different. That's so sick. Seriously.
Yeah, always. This is why I say never trust Muslim translation. Okay, I'm going to. You see, this is the hadith here. I'm going to click and translate. Let us see if the word "my daughters" will appear in the right side. All right, here we go. Said Ayub, messenger blessing. Okay, Covering women, covering daughter Aisha among them. Two wings. Where is the word? Here we go. Guys, does it say daughters? Do you see in Google translation the word daughters?
Wow.
Do you see it says daughters? In the English here, now we have two English translation. The one made by Muslims in the left, and the one is done by Google automatically for the Arabic text. The word daughter is totally gone, and they never translate because this is very embarrassing.
So let me just have. So he slept with people who he called his daughters, right? That's just like, okay, wow.
No. The Aisha, she have dolls, and she
Yeah.
is calling her dolls my daughters.
Oh, that I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm talking about.
okay.
Yeah. So he asked her, she have dolls with her. He said to her, what is this? She did not say my dolls. She said my daughters.
Oh,
Okay.
so that makes it sure that she was a child, because only
She's a child,
children like
and she is
yeah.
at this time she is 14 years old, because this has happened in during the time of Tabuk or Khaybar according to Hadith. So she was 14 years old. 14 years old, and still she believed that her dolls are her daughters. Now they might say some girls, like, they grow and they keep their dolls since they were children, but this is from memory. But she will not play with them, and she will not call them my daughters.
Wow. Okay.
You know, and she's playing with them at that moment. She is playing with them. You know, and obviously Muhammad is talking to her as a child, and he said to her, there's one of the dolls. Not all of them, they are like in the shape of a female. One of them in the shape of a horse and have wings. So he said to her, and what is this? Horse with two wings? She replied, have you not heard that Suleiman had a horse with wings? You know, so so here Muhammad, he laugh at what? Laugh at how cute she is. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You see here it
Yeah.
says he laughed until his teeth they show, because which I mean he laughed like crazy. You know, so he's laughing what? Because she is mature. And
This
then
will expose everything for them if people will actually know these stories. I already sent you a message on Skype. You can listen to it later regarding this.
all right,
Thank you so much for revealing all of this. Honestly,
you're
like,
welcome.
this is just insane.
You know,
I have one more question if you have time. Another,
sure.
maybe I can ask it later if you have no time.
No, it's
Tell
okay.
me.
But you know, for me, I wanted you to call me, like just because you want to, you know, you post for the Iranian community. So
Yes, yes.
I want you to call me again in different timing. So that will be only like short video for you, so you can download it, because this video is very long. Otherwise, now you have to download it and cut it off from
Yes.
the time you know, that will make you maybe, I don't know how easy it is for you. So either you download this video so you can take your questions and post it in your Facebook or whatever, or you call me again, you know, in a time where just only I make short video for you so you can download it and post it again in Facebook.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
God bless you so much.
Take care. God bless. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And you know, please guys, don't be upset if I don't. Many of you want to talk to me, and now actually, just because she's ex-Muslims, I accept. You know, if I say to everybody when I talk to me, yes, you know, then we will not be able to talk to Muslims. But I know that she is important because she is trying to refute Muslims from her country, and she herself, she's an ex-Muslim. So those people are important for us to arm them with the answers they need, because they are different from the rest of us. They have a mission. All right, they have an important mission. Now here it's 5:11 in the morning. I thought I will make a video short. Now how you can download this video? It's going to be like 4 hours now. Man, what we will do? I guess I have to make it again. Anyway, you know, I assure you that Islam not only a silly cult. Islam is very easy cult to defeat, But usually Christians are not trained and they know nothing about this cult. It's like, I want to teach you how to do fishing, but there's no sea, there's no fish, and there's no pole, and there's no hook. But I want to teach you how to do fishing. That will not work. So what the problem is, Christians, they go to their churches, they don't talk about any other religion, they don't attack anyone, they don't the priests don't teach them anything about how to refute answers. They do have a service, and that is really not what Christianity is about. That is just a worship. But the church was not a place of worship. Synagogue was always a place for discussion, debate, and education, not only a place of worship. That's why you see Jesus himself was debating with the Jews in the synagogue. But because they are not doing that, for most of those who call themselves a priest these days, they are doing a business like Muhammad. This is why many of the Christians are short of answers, because they never experienced such a thing. In the same time, the Muslims all day long, they do nothing except attacking Christianity and Judaism. A kid, he is 6 years old, the first thing he hear when he go to the mosque, Christians are bad and this is why they are bad. Jews are bad and this is why they are bad. Christian, he go to the church, they never say to him anything about Islam, about Muslims, about Muhammad, about anyone. So then you grow up, you never heard, you never spoke, you never learned. All what you know that Jesus said, and I am following Jesus. All right. Western churches, no, not true. Not all Western churches. Depend in the person. There's a potatoes and there's tomatoes and there's brave and there's cowards everywhere. So there's many Christian ministers, they are brave and they expose Islam, and there's many they are doing business. If you want to know if your minister is a real minister or not, ask him, what do you think about Islam? If he starts saying to you they are Abrahamic and all this garbage, just know that the minister who is ministering to you, he need to go to school and he is a kid, even if he is 60 years old. How many of you heard Muslims as your church minister saying to you that the Muslims are from Ishmael? What made them from Ishmael? Where this is coming from? This is the propaganda of Islam, because they want to make Muhammad as if he is legitimate descendant from Abraham. It's the whole story. And then the Trinity is 400 years after Jesus. You see, Ahmad, I wanna use your text just to show you how silly the Muslims are. Ahmad, guys, did he say 400 years after Jesus, the Trinity? I will go with you. I will go with your logic. So if 400 years after Jesus is not good, how you accept then Muhammad, who came 600 years after Jesus? He never saw Jesus, he never met Jesus, he never spoke the language of Jesus, he never touched the book of Jesus. So how you let somebody witness to Jesus 600 years if you don't like the 400 years? Secondly, you idiot, the Trinity is in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. So how the New Testament and the Old Testament is speaking about God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, and then you says to me 400 years? Is the book of John written 400 years after Jesus, you donkey? Is the book of Mark written 600 years after Jesus? Is the book of Luke? I mean, Muslims are silly. Next time bring your dad, okay? And now you should go and play with the daughters of Aisha, just to show you how easy it is to defeat the stupid questions and accusation of no Muhammadan. You see, I just give you an example, and this is what we are doing here. We are arming you with answers. You see, there is people, they have knowledge, but they don't know how to answer. Not because they don't have knowledge, but they are not gifted. Debate is a kind of a gift, because not only you have to have a knowledge, you have to have a fast processor, You have to come with the logical answer. I mean, it's a complicated thing. It's a big challenge at the same time. And this is why the Abdul, they are afraid even to call me. Look at them. We keep saying any Abdul, as if I'm begging for like a sandwich. Right? Do we have any Muslim? And what about the Hadith? And what about the Quran? The Quran you have today, the earliest one is written 800 years after Muhammad. Excuse me. What is the Quran you have? What is the Quran of Muhammad? And how you accept Muhammad to be the only witness for everything? Even in adultery in Islam, you need 4 witnesses. I mean, for just sex, you need 4 witnesses. For God, you do not need witnesses. Have you ever heard of a stupid cult like this? Guys, you believe it? To prove adultery in Islam, you need 4 witnesses. To prove God, 0 witnesses. Muhammad, he went to 7 heaven, he came back, no witnesses. Why? Why there's no witnesses? What happened? Okay, who is a Muslim when a witness that Muhammad was circumcised for us? How Muhammad order you to do circumcision, but he himself is not circumcised? What happened? Any Muslim can witness for us why Muhammad was not circumcised? Did you see? Yeah, I know the birds are singing already. So, but look how silly they are. So, my friend, this is why I say, please download my videos, even if you don't want to post them again in YouTube. Make a library. I spend all those hours not to waste my time. I am doing my best until God knows when, until I die, that before I leave this earth, before the Lord take me, we will arm as many as we can from Christian children's, youth and adult, not only to answer the cult of Islam, but to defeat it. Islam is the most stupid cult ever. I mean, I can defeat Islam even if I am in the deep sea and I am not breathing. I can use the Zakir Naik diving umbrella. All right. Muhammad, he did not need circumcision. Why? Yeah, right. Anyway, you know, just put in your mind, always remember something. When a Muslim, Muslim, he says something against Christianity, use his logic. I keep repeating that. Did you see how I answer this, Abdul? Use his logic. 400 years, like Mimi Hijab, he said to David Wood, 4,000 years. 4,000 years, and the Jews instructed to worship one God. 4,000 years, which means from the time of Moses until now. But the Quran says that the Jews, they worship a guy, his name is Uzair, and he is the son of Allah. So when the Muslim, they say there is no Trinity in the Old Testament, so who is the Jews they worship? There is no son of God in the Old Testament. This is what they say. The Jews, chapter 9 verse number 30, it says that the Christian, they worship the Messiah as son of God, and the Jews, they worship Uzair as a son of God. Read it. So when he said for 4,000 years, 4,000 years, that's mean the Quran is a stupid book. It's a lie. It's in the front of you. Guys, the word Jews mean some Jews. That's stupid of you to say, because if some Jews they do that, you don't say the Jews. Correct, guys? You don't say, here we go, Ahmad, just to show you how silly his answer. He's trying to defend. But because we could not find anyone, we could not even find one verse in the Bible mentioning a guy, his name is Uzair. Who is Uzair? Who is this guy Uzair? So Ahmadi says to us, yes, some of the Jews, some of the Jews, where the some of the Jews? If some of the Jews, then you should say some of the Jews. You don't say the Jews. You say here the Jews said. Nowhere it says the Christians said. The Jews, the Christian, not some of the Jews, some of the Christians. So stop lying. And who is this guy Uzair? All the names in the Quran are quoted wrong. Mary, she is the daughter of Amran. Who is Amran? Mary, she is not the daughter of Amran. Where is this coming from? Moses is the daughter of Amran because Moses is the brother of Mary according to Muhammad. And Moses, his father, is not Amran. Who said that? Amram is not Amran. Moses, look at this here as an example. Read it, read this, read and laugh. Moses, he met the Samiri. Moses was in the time of the Samiri. The Samiri and Moses, they were in the same time. Have you ever heard of a stupid God like this before? Moses and the Samiri, they are in the same town. Hello? Any Abdul? I'm just changing for you the translation so you can see all of them for fun. Samiri is the Samaritan. The Samaritan. Oh, what is this? Moses and the Samaritan? Are you sure? Is it true that the Quran was written in Qurayshi Arabic? I don't believe the Quran was ever written in any language. I believe the early Quran, mostly it was, most of it is in Aramaic. You know, this is why the Muslims cannot understand today most of the Quran. As an example, the story of the seven sleepers. The Muslims, they are so confused about it because this is an Aramaic story. So the word Kali'ahum, they understood it as Kalbahum, and there's a huge difference between Kali'ahum and Kalbahum. Kalbahum is their dog, Kali'ahum is their provider. So the Muslims, they took the story from the Aramaic. Muhammad, he took it from the Aramaic, which is a fiction story about an angel opening his arms. Have you ever heard of a dog having arms? This is what the Quran is saying. Fatihun zara'ihi. This is an angel. The story says there's an angel who stood in the door of the cave to protect them. A dog cannot protect people from an army. Have you ever heard of a dog can fight an army? This only can happen in a cartoon. So the original story says that there is an angel opening his arm to protect them in the gate of the cave. Muhammad, or whoever came after, we are not sure, he said, instead of saying Kali'ahum, he says Kalbahum, which means their dog. So the word, imagine the word dog, the word angel became dog. Have you ever heard of this? All of us, we knew that dogs in Islam are considered to be dirty. So how come Allah now is talking about this dog, the famous dog of Allah? By the way, in case you do not know, a dog, Allah, he have a dog. I told you this story before, right? When the cousin of Muhammad, Muhammad, he was reciting the chapter of An-Najm, and this is a proof that Muhammad is a star worshippers at that time. He said, he asked his cousin to believe in the Lord of the star. His cousin, he said, "Akafartu bi Rabbil Najm." I'm not going to believe in the Lord of the star. Then Muhammad said to him, "Aren't you afraid that Allah will send his dog, and he will eat you?" And later the Muslims, they claim that Allah, he sent his dog and he ate this man. So Allah has a dog. All right. Now here the story. It says, and their dog, he stretched his, look, you see the translation. This is why I say always translation is deceiving. It says he's stretching out his 4 legs. That's a lie. It doesn't say that. It says his 2 arms. Zira'ayhi. He opened his 2 arms. Dogs don't have arms. So the word zira'ayhi is accurate, coming from the oldest story, original. The word kalbahum is not kalbahum. It is kali'ahum. Actually, even some interpretation, they get the correct meaning. They say the origin, it was not kalbahum, it was a mistake. It is kali'ahum. All right. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to go. It's already 5:30 a.m. in the morning, so I wanna apologize. I'm not going to stay longer. I worship a man. You worship a shin. I worship a man who is alive right now. You worship a dead man who promised you God who have a shin. He have 5 fingers and he will hold the earth in 2 fingers. You worship who? The man I worship is God. He is a resurrector, he is a creator, he forgives sin, and he is alive as we speak. Your God, he never saw him, there's no proof of him, and he said a stupid thing. He think the sperm coming from the backbone, women have a sperm coming from her chest, her nipples. May Allah nipple you. So you are talking about worshiping a man, you worship a donkey. You don't know even how your God look like. Who's your God? You have no idea. You go on YouTube, you see Allah have a hand. Brother, Allah, he said he have a hand. What I can say? If Allah, he says he have hands, that's mean he have hands. Okay, why Allah have hands? And then your prophet, he explains his God. He says Allah have 2 hands in the right side. Well, nice to meet you. Allah have 2 hands in the right side. Your God, he have a birth defect. Have you ever heard of a God, his 2 hands are right hand? So you worship a God who have 2 right hands. Hey brother, do he have a left hand? No brother, he lost his left hand in a car accident. What if Allah has a foot? Yes brother, he have foot because he play with Real Madrid, brother. What? Are you there, the guy who says to me you worship a man? What your God is? He have fingers, he have hands, he have a foot, he have an ass, he have 2 eyes. What he is? You tell me. Octopus? So you complain about Jesus have a you know what? Who's your God, brother? Man, the sun is coming already. How I can sleep now? I can't sleep. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you. Maybe I have to redo this video. Maybe I should take it down, but I will leave it for you so you can download it for a little bit, and we will redo again the same topic. All right. I want to say thank you for everybody for your support, and truly, my eyes are not seeing the screen no more. I start seeing a fog in front of my eyes. Where are you guys? Where are you? I don't see you. Oh, this is not. Oh, this is Jibril. I just touched Jibril in front of me. Yeah, my eyes, you can tell they are getting tired, and it's time to go. Before I was saying it's time to go 15 minutes ago. I hate you all. Anyway, thank you guys, and our God is awesome God. And Islam is the most silly, stupid cult. Keep listening, keep learning, read my books, and we have thousands of videos. All of them, they are for free. They are made for you. Even if you are a poor, you do not need to buy my books to learn about Islam. I'm here for you, my friend. I am here for the poor before the rich. I am here for the one who want to learn, male or female, adult or a child. I am here for you until I die. So please educate yourself, download the videos, watch them, take reference, and then you will see how powerful you will be, because our weakness is our ignorance. And this is why they would love to debate you. But look, I stay here for how many hours? How many Muslims call? Zero. Because they knew they are no match. The Lord is my witness that they have no witness. They witness for Allah, but they never saw him. They witness for Muhammad, but they never met him. They witness for a prophethood, but never he never make a real prophecy. All of them, they are false and stupid. So be my witness. We are victorious, and they are being defeated with their cult every day. And we want to save the Muslims. We are not fighting the Muslims. We are fighting the cult of Islam. We are defeating the belief. We don't want to defeat a poor Muslim. They are poor people. They have been lied to. They've been fooled, and they think they are doing the right thing. Jesus says time will come, and people will think by killing you they are doing favor to God. And this is exactly what they do. They are poor people who've been fooled, be deceived by a man. His name is Muhammad, and his devil, his name is Allah. And yet they want to claim that by killing us they are going to go to heaven. Killing will not take you to heaven, will take you to hell. You better enjoy it. Thank you, guys. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. Take care. Bye-bye.